So here we are, back within Tol-Yulal, sitting amidst the new pillars from the feats, having returned to this game after a couple of months. Hello, my name is Florevery. Last time, we finished off Dawntrail's MSQ. Also did the normal raids from the 7.0 patch. And I've been taking a break from the game for the past couple of months, focusing on other things like streams and recordings. You tend to do that at this game. You spend a couple weeks doing the new normal raid, and then you tend to drop off. That's what I did. And I'm back to do this. Weirdly enough though, I am going to be immediately uninstalling the game after the patch and the Alliance raid this time, because I don't have enough space in my PC for other things. Better for... I'm hoping to finish this weekend. This appearing now is not great, but I want to do it before my holiday. So the idea is I'm going to be doing this in 2 recording sessions. The first hour and the dungeon, and then the rest of it. I don't know when the dungeon is. Chances are, if the dungeon's pretty late in, I'm going to be reserving down to the next episode of this. So yeah, it's going to be all merged together into one part, as it usually is. Yeah, before we get into this, I kind of wanted to give like a kind of after it has released Dawntrail review, because at the end of Dawntrail, I definitely remember being not mixed, probably surprised by the quality after Endwalker. I wouldn't say surprised is the right word either, considering it's a entirely different writing team. But basically, I think I ranked this below Heavensward and just above Stormblood in terms of quality, because I had issues with certain plot stuff in this, mainly when it came to their handling of certain characters, like Zul'Jah, Wukalamat. Even Kona wasn't given a lot to do in this game, in this expansion. For being new characters, I felt like the focus was far too much on the competition, and not necessarily on, you know, more interesting plot lines. Like they reserve all the interesting stuff of Alexandria to the second half. While the feats are fun at first, they do get very repetitive, which is probably my biggest problem with Dawntrail. It gets repetitive with its themes. It repeats them over and over again instead of advancing them and making them more interesting. One of the biggest ones I had with that was, while I did enjoy Wukalamat as a character, I think that her message about peace and optimism just kept hammering it home over and over again, and they kept giving her the same lesson, and it got very repetitive. I think she's still a good character, and definitely did not deserve the hate that she got, the voice actor got, for her performance. I think the performance is fine. I don't think this is a step down. Gameplay-wise, it's the best expansion yet in terms of gameplay. The dungeons were fantastic. The locations are still great. I think this is the best hostile locations we've had probably ever. Heritage Found, Living Memory, Shalone, all those places. I think that this has a great roster of places. I just wish the writing was a little better in terms of the characters and giving them more to do, and also Kryl getting shafted, even Erenville getting shafted into the final act. So I'm hoping they take the feedback from fans, not all the feedback obviously, God, but some of the feedback, and hopefully we get a better 7.1 and we see what happens here. So without further ado, let's go, Rahana. You've finished your vacation, you're wearing your wrestling outfit from doing the normal raids, you are ready to punch some people with your Dragoon spear and also your fist perhaps. I don't think you use your fists, but either way, let's open that up, my window, and let's get into this. You're not Wukalamat, who are you? Bo, are you like the replacement? Why are we getting No, you don't need to do that, game. No, I don't think they are. The one thing I did not want them to do is give her the Lys treatment. Okay? People didn't like Lys. So what they did is, they completely removed her from the game after Stormblood. Do not do that with this character. Have her still be around like an Emmerich or even a Hien. You can do that. Don't remove her because fans did not like her. That just shows that you're going to grovel to the fans. Have her as a character. Have her do cool stuff, okay? Thumbs up for me. Let's continue. A royal invitation. Borak is eager to hear how you've been getting on. It is a pleasure as always, Rahana. Have you been able to relax lately? No. Oh, yeah, I have. Wonderful. As busy as you've been with the right succession among other things, you deserve an opportunity to experience Tol Yalal at a more leisurely... I have already been doing that the past couple of months. Sampling the tacos at Zal Yav TR is one such thing to do. You know, one of the benefits to a patch 2 is they get to take the stuff that people did enjoy and focus on it more. Like, I bet we're going to be getting a lot more Bakul Jar Jar, probably, considering people liked him as a character. Probably going to be getting a lot of Heritage Found as well, which is what this expansion's about. They literally had on the Crossroads picture us fighting Bakul Jar Jar, and the dungeon is set in Heritage Found. They made a traditional ware laden with fillings and are absolutely sublime. If you have an empty stomach, the owner, Brekavu, will look after you. I have since seen other people play this game. I have since seen people's reactions. I'm definitely... I feel like I'm in mini in between. I don't think this is the best expansion ever. I don't think this is the worst expansion ever. I definitely don't hate the characters. I think there's great characters in this. Even Erebor, despite getting shafted until the final act, I think that there's cool stuff here. I just wished white writing was a little bit more consistent in its quality. Which is something that Endwalker and Shadowbringers had no issues with. Even Heavensward as well. I think the writing in Heavensward was good. But, no more complaining. We are here to have fun. We are here to enjoy 7.1 for the limited time it's going to be on my computer. Well, if it isn't Rahana, alone today, are you? Yes. Oh my god, am I finally going to get my taco? Taco Cat! I see. If you have a hankering for tacos, then they're on the house. Consider it a token of gratitude for you helping track down those treasures. Go ahead and find a table. I'll bring you your meal as soon as it's ready. I cannot believe this. Okay, this is the best expansion ever. That I'm finally going to get my tacos. If Bakul Jar Jar appears and destroys my tacos, I am sending him to the 13th plane. You still love tacos, I hope. You ate so many when you turned 5, you can barely move afterwards, remember that? What? It's not me. Who are you talking to? No, not really. That was 30 years ago for me. Oh no! Is there someone from Heritage Found? Right. Sorry, it's still strange for me. Just the other day you were a little boy clinging to your mother's skirt as you were set off for Yuzaslanni, and now you're a man grown with a face full of hair. Even so, I knew you were my son the instant I saw you. We're still family, and you can always rely on me. Shit! I do enjoy the 30 years stuff. I remember people were annoyed that it seemed a little bit too similar to the Shard, like the Shadowbringers plot, but it really isn't. There's a whole different, like, perspective we're getting here. With Shadowbringers, the people being sent across there for a couple of years, there was time dilation, and they used that to explain the time travel plot. In this, it's focusing on the interpersonal horror of losing your loved ones over a 30-year time period. It's very different. And of course there will be similarities between it, because it is similar to how the first got, you know, time dilated, because it's also a different shard. Of course I wouldn't know that, because there was no void in my sky in my playthrough. But lying, that feels like what I'm doing right now, on you and everyone else. Can't even start a fire since my new job. Back in Alexandria we had electrope. Needed fire, all I had to do was press a button. Everything was at our fingertips. But here I'm helpless. A culinarian who can't even light the stove. The way the others in the kitchen stared at me. God, I never felt so embarrassed. Sorry to hear that. I've been told the tales, but it seems life is really different within the dome. My wife and children. I was thinking I'd have them join me once things are settled, but at this rate... I say you send for them. If they're your family, then they're mine too. I'll do whatever's necessary to make it work. God. Oh my god, there she is! I forgot how to do her voice. I didn't mean to overhear, but it seems you're having trouble readjusting to life in Tol Yalal. But Val Waklamat, I am here to bring you positivity in a loads. To aid folk like yourself, establish a support group at the Wing of Reflection. There you can learn the skills you need to live outside the dome. It isn't easy being back, I know, but I'm hopeful that they can make things easier. That's exactly what I need. Definitely seek this group out, and I'll bring my family with me, thank you. There we go. See, they're dealing with it. Therapy. Of course these people would need therapy. I mean, after living with the existential dread that you'll never see your family again, and then finally getting to see them again. Oh, look who it is! Just about to go find you, Rahana. You don't mind the company, I hope. I could use a bite to eat myself. Can I finally eat my tacos? Yes. Please let me eat my tacos, game, please. Yeah. Yes! Best expansion, best pack ever. How the tacos here never disappoint. Wow, we cleaned up our plate real good. So what have you been up to lately? Playing Silent Hill 2 and also playing my mothership. I've been exploring Tuala with my trusty alpaca. I've been catching up on sleep. I mean, that's what Rahana would say. I've been working with codes and artifacts. He has been doing that too, but this is Rahana we're talking about, so yeah. Given everything we've been through, I don't blame you. But once you've had your fill, I'm sure I'll be itching to get back into the thick of things. As for myself, I've been kept busy with duties at the palace. But whenever I find a moment, I like to walk the streets and talk to the people. That way, I can better understand the problems they have and share them with Kona to figure out solutions. I was on such walk just now. As I mentioned, I was hoping to find you. Oh? So what earrings are you wearing right now, Rahana? They're kind of ugly. Like you're wearing like bowls. Kona and I have something we want to discuss with you. As Dawn servants, do you have time to come to the palace? I do. Great, I'll go on ahead. Please come and join us once you've finished here. I am curious to see what they do with her going forward, writing-wise. I want them to keep her. Don't get rid of Waklamat as a character, please. But I want them to tackle her with new character dynamics, new reasons to exist along our plotline. Like, kind of, to give a good example of this, Fordola, a character from Stormblood who everyone hated because what she did in the Stormblood plotline, they ended up giving her that fake echo, and you just felt bad for her being imprisoned in there. And she ended up being a really cool character who had a really big role in the Alamigo Endwalker quest. And I think she was really a great use of that character, even if I don't like her that much. I think it was well done. What is this? Oh, that's the Alliance raid. Okay, no, I know where the Alliance raid is now. Something else, by the way, the expansion, so with this patch, they also did something I never expected them to do, and it was fix an issue with the final raid, and I'm very glad they did. Trial. Final Trial has a sick part in the middle where Waklamat jumps in, and the other characters don't come with her, but she jumps in and saves us from Speen and helps and tries to get Speen to see reason. And in the original take of that scene, I don't know where the voice direction was going, but it wasn't great. It just felt very forced, like she wasn't really like in the moment wanted to save her, and it just felt very artificial. But in the new version of that scene, the voice actor gives her entire chops. She's amazing now. And I think that has to do with voice direction rather than voice acting, which is strange to me, considering this shouldn't be an issue anymore, really, right? This is something that we've gone past since November Born, given the actors more, you know, semblance of time and understanding of the scenes they're meant to craft. It's all given context, I think, and I don't think she was given the right context or the right, like, oomph and motivation and given the right take to do. There's a chance she made that take and they didn't. They thought it was good enough when it really wasn't. So yeah, hopefully they learn their lesson now and give the voice actors better direction, because they deserve it. They're putting in a lot of work at these characters, and they don't deserve getting basically shit on because they were given poor direction. It seems Cone has gone somewhere. Sorry. Yeah, I remember in the patch trailer his glasses were broken. Oh, I haven't actually seen the big trailer for this, by the way. I avoided it because I wanted to mostly remain unspoiled. The only thing I know in this is we have that Yusaslani field station dungeon, which looks amazing. I cannot wait to go there. It's like tugging at the Echoes of the Void, Resident Evil part of me. Master Rahana, it is always an honor. Val Corona has stepped away to attend to a pressing matter, but he should join you before long. I did not read that very well. Please be voice acted so I can have a snack while we watch the scene. Yes! Am I gonna walk in bold like he did in that one Twitter clip I saw? What? There's no voice acting! Did they turn the music off? Oh, you're all here too. Val Corona summoned us. Though if truth be told, Alphino and I have been seeing him quite regularly of late. He's asked us to share our knowledge of Hannish culture, you see, in hopes of further strengthening your alliance. We were of course happy to oblige him. Koala and I were likewise summoned, otherwise we've been carrying on our work compiling information on the Golden City. My grandfather embarked on his investigations 20 years ago. With our report, we should finish before what he started. Right. How beautiful he is. Lest you wonder, Thancred and Oyunji have left to resume their tour of Taral. Good. We don't need every character in this. Ishtola, meanwhile, is back to researching cross-rift travel. She was hit us a few days ago to get Kona's permission to investigate living memory. See, this is what we need. Put the Kasaions where they are good at, and don't have all of them. Like, Dawntrail was good at this at the beginning, and then it just kind of fell apart. Like, their use of Insidium was great. Their use of Ishtola was great. But then they just started bringing in random Scions. Like, here's G'raha, he's going to join you here. And yes, G'raha joining us did lead to the best scene in the entire expansion, where we went on a gondola ride of him. But that also is kind of a product of the issue, right? I think, right? An issue with the product. By the way, she mentioned wanting to take a look at the key and you're keeping at some point. No. What was that look? If the look she had in her eyes was any indication, I suggest you brace yourself for when she comes calling. You're like to be stuck with her for a while. As for Estinian, we know neither where he is nor what he is doing. Some things never change. I'm a bit rusty on these voices, so I apologize. I need to hear them, I think. What the hell was that? There he is. Okay, his glasses are still intact. I want Kona to be the main character of this expansion, please. I forgot what your voice was. My apologies for the delay. I think he was kind of, yeah, he had kind of almost a Spanish accent. Think nothing of it. We took advantage of the time to catch up. Not Spanish. Sorry. So what can we do for you? Honestly, present company is enough for whatever it is you need. The matter for which I have summoned you pertains to Alexandria. A state funeral will soon be held in Solution 9 to mourn the passing of Queen Speen. King Galoja and his administration have invited us to attend. Right. Since we're the ones who killed her, I think that this is a bit difficult, but yes. While certain issues remain unsolved between our nations, such as the achievement of Yusuflani, I see no reason not to attend. For generations, the Alexandrians lived without even the awareness of death. I wouldn't have expected them to have funeral rites still. That is a good point. Apparently, the members of Oblivion unearthed records of ceremonies that were conducted in the Alexandria of old. It was they who put forth the proposal that the Queen be first honoured. Leave it to that lot to think of such things. Characters who I think are going to be more important in the patch stuff. That is another reason why I think that this expansion is kind of held back. I think they left too much for the patch content to pick up. Like, there are characters in the main plot that don't really have any role until the expansion, until the patches, which is not something they've done really. Like, Endwalker was a finish. And they had like, a whole different plot for the out stuff. They do always say that the 0.1, 0.2, and 0.3 patches are kind of wrap up, like epilogue. But I think you need to satisfy everyone's questions in the main patch and then lead to further questions being satisfied. Like Shadowbringers patches, they had the Elidibus stuff and finding out about the warriors and the echoes from the Hydaelyn, how it worked. That was not the main plot of Shadowbringers. That was Emmett Selk and his stuff. The people of Alexandria no longer forgot the departed. They're being confronted with the idea of death for the first time. I suspect our friends wanted to do something for them. Yeah, it must suck. Though Sphene was but a simulacrum, she was nonetheless a pillar for her people. The pain of her passing must run deep. Also, she's not just a simulacrum, Krile. I think that's unfair to Sphene. I don't like these earrings he has. Indeed, a funeral will give Alexandrians the chance to come together to express their grief, that they might overcome it. I wasn't sure at first, but I decided to go, not only to be there for Golok Jar, but to put this chapter behind us, to put this epilogue behind us. That I requested your presence was none other than to see if you wished to attend the funeral. You knew Sphene as well, after all. Yes, I did kill her. With Diplomat's help. I think I should go to... That would be inappropriate. Yeah, I'm honestly thinking that, considering we're the ones who killed her. Sometimes I wonder if there wasn't another way. I'm gonna go with the bottom one. I think that would be inappropriate. Yeah, I don't really feel like we're the ones who killed her. Because of your role in her demise, I take it. We had no choice. We had to stop her from killing countless innocents, right? But I also have a choice here, which is me saying I don't think we should be there. Obviously, we are going to go. But I just wanted to see what they would say. I won't force you to attend the funeral if it makes you feel uncomfortable. But while I represent Talia Lau in an official capacity, I'd like it if you could be there to watch over everything. Okay, you're gonna guilt trip me, Wakalabat, that's fine, I'll deal with it. Fine, fine. I'm glad that they actually let you say that, because it's true. I do feel a little guilty of going to a funeral with the person I killed. I feel the rest of us should go too. Regardless of the reason, the fact remains that we deprive Alexandria of a beloved ruler, yeah. It's only right that we remember who Sphene was, to her people, and to others. So let us stand with you. Then it's decided. Let's head to Solution 9 and look for Golok Jar in the back room. The little bean. Catboys. What do you want to talk about, fellow catboy? That is a great picture for the poster. Yeah, I was going to say. That looked like the perfect thing to have the road on. Crossroads. It's a good name for this expansion. I like that. I'm liking this so far. I'm enjoying the mystery. But the patch is definitely hooking me with his ideas. If I too would ideally attend the funeral, given the circumstances, I think it's best that Lambert T represent us. Besides, I need to be on hand to oversee the city repairs, which has taken longer than expected. When the work is complete, we're finally looking to install new phones. but to have Farah's phone here still makes me feel like he's close by. Quite happy for it to remain there for a while. I mean, you could just leave it here, or leave it as like a display. But, yeah. Can I stay on the phone? Heavy is the phone. No! Not heavy is the phone, heavy is the crown. Alright, well we're gonna go from this nice place to Solution 9, which is just lo-fi beats. Excellent. Right, let's head over there, shall we? Oh, where is it? I could probably just teleport over there, I assume. There it is, the back room. Well, it's not called the back room. I think the actual place has a different name. Yeah, it's called Neon Stein. The back room is over here. Yes, I would like to be allowed in. You head into the back room? Yes. I want to see how my baby's doing. Yeah, there he is! There he is in all his glory. Hi, Zero, how's it going? Glad to see the invitation reached you. As you may have heard, we were able to find data on forgotten funeral customs amidst old records. It appears to have been preserved by those who viewed the loss of culture due to the coalition of regulators. We're grateful for their foresight. I'm kind of curious to see what the Alexandrian funeral rite is, even if it's like sad. He's so little. No, you came for the funeral. Of course, I'm the only one who officially take part though. The others will walk through the proceedings. So, how have you been? It's been a while since my last visit. I'm good. Claire was always teaching me new things. Recently, I've learned about Everkeep systems and mechanical soldiers. Knowledge I'll need to use my authority properly. Studious as ever, I see. By way of a treat, I brought you gâteau au chocolat. It's a kind of cake. I think you'll like it. Gâteau au chocolat? Don't bring me in, dude. What if I want gâteau au chocolat? Thank you, Lamity, and thank you for coming. I've never been able to do the funeral before, so I feel less nervous having you here. Out of curiosity, what's the custom in Alexandria? In our world, it's common to offer flowers to the departed. It's much the same here according to the records. Flowers will be distributed to all attendees. I don't... Considering that the worlds used to be one, the practice of offering flowers may well share the same ancient origin. Well, no, because why would the ancients have any meaning of death? They never died. They can't die. Cryle? They would have no reason for passing. Don't smile, don't nod, it's not right. Right, this is a new thing now where they let you choose a reward before going off. Oh, prince. I love the prince. Everyone is here. Yeah, you haven't actually... Wait, have we been here before? I don't know if Alphino was one of the people who went with us here. I think it was Alice. Yeah, I'm glad that they do love scene. I think it makes it more interesting. Alexandria mourns. Golodra wishes to go and collect this flower for the funeral. We don't know how much relationship he had with Speen, to be fair. The flowers are being handed out at Praxis Park. Thinking of heading over there now. We'll join you. There's a man I would like to speak to, Gossan. He was apparently Speen's aide and the one who sent us the invitation. Come on, let's go. Okay then. Preparing for a funeral, as you do. See you later, Shale. Don't mind me, I'm just going to teleport away. You can just use the door, Vahana. Do not have time for that. I need to get this expansion done. I'm not rushing it, but I am going at a reasonable pace. No screwing around. Oh, by me and Wukalamat going over here, you meant everyone is going over here. Okay, got it.
Here he is, Gossen.
Is it Ghassan? It might be Ghassan, I think. What is that thing? Why, you're... I'm Val Wukalamat of Tulialal. Thank you for extending us an invitation to Queen Spheen's funeral. We are honored, truly. I had seen you before from a distance, but never had the pleasure. I am Ghassan, former chief aide to the Queen. Since her passing, I have been responsible for administering affairs states.
Can we get our flowers here?
Yes, Your Majesty. The flowers are being handed out at the counter yonder, alongside the regulators. What? We need to wear regulators for the funeral. Ah, rest assured they're not a requirement. You aware your people do not use them. You see, people in the Alexandria of old wore tokens of mourning upon their persons when attending funerals. As such tokens were black, it was suggested that we might wear regulators painted the same colour. We've yet to produce enough for everyone, but we have distributed them as we were able. I see. Don't know how I feel about that, but it's not my call here, really. Yeah, regulator or no, the important thing is that we remember Queen Spheen. Remember her and her kindness, as we make an offering of your flower. I will. The proceedings will soon begin in the plaza. Please take your place once you have your flower. I don't know how I feel about this. Well, personally, I can't really say anything. I'm just here to support. Not really a whole lot else I can do in this regard. Okay, this scene has to be voice acted. Oh wow, okay. Oh wow, okay. I can see everyone becoming like stick people.
Although we are gathered here for the same reason, we hail from different lands. Some were born and raised in the Alexandria of old, while others came to us from Tuliolal. It was from this union of diverse peoples that a new Alexandria was born.
Accidental union, worth
our
mentioning.
Younger generation knows. How did we overcome the barriers between us? What moved us to join hands in common purpose beneath crackling skies? You know the answer. We survived. We thrived because Queen Spheen brought us together.
Your boss fight was really hard, Spheen. I didn't like the hole in the wall part.
Encouraged by her boundless kindness, we strove to be better, for ourselves as well as those around us. and in Her Majesty's absence. There is a sadness beyond words. Yet we will remember her. Remember all the good that she has done for us. So let us pray, as the people of the Old Kingdom once did, for the peaceful repose of the departed. And let us keep our beloved Queen forever in our hearts, that her memory might guide us unto the morrow. Would that I could find solace in my own words.
Aww. That design is crazy. He's got headphones as well. Didn't want to say anything because it felt weird, but they're the same flowers from Endwalker. No, they're not actually. The ones from Endwalker are like petals. They're not really petals. They're kind of curved. They are different. Can you reach the counter? Yeah, you can. Good. Yeah, there's two of them. One for working at two. That's a good touch. This is literally an incompatible world in this case. There's nothing Sphene could have done, something we could have done to have a world where we both would have lived. Because he was someone like him at the end of the day.
Was Queen Sphene taken to the cloud?
She must have been. To still remember her is strange, isn't it, darling?
Yeah, they don't know how to deal with like death. Even the adults don't.
I miss her. She would always cheer me up when I was down. But even though I remember her, I'll never see her again. That doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. It wouldn't make sense for you guys.
It seems that's what it means to die, I'm afraid.
But what will happen to us? Are we just going to be sad forever?
You have to move on. They don't know how to deal with grief at all, these people.
What will happen indeed? Everything that we have, we owe to Queen Sphene. How are we to go on without her?
I still remember Her Majesty so clearly. If only I didn't, I might feel better about the future of our realm.
In a lot of cases,
we should also consider moving to Tuliyollal. The journey won't be easy, but it'd be better than staying here in uncertainty.
The issue with like us being an outsider to this, and this is something that the expansion handles quite well, is we don't know their ideals. Their use of regulators is just part of their society. Their use of them to harness souls is part of their world. We can't judge them for that because it's what they do. Us coming in here and trying to stop that is not fair. It's only when they went on our turf and tried to steal our souls that was it not okay in that regard. But in the case of grief and sadness, we can't sit there and be like, wow, you just have to deal with it and move on. It's different to that. They've never experienced grief before. They don't know how to deal with something like that, not knowing what to do now with this memory of this person they're never going to see again. It's a great contrasts to Final Fantasy IX's message about how memory allows someone to live forever. But also, through memory, you will never see that person again, never interact with them, they will only be a memory. And dealing with that fact is a part that you have to accept. Dealing with grief and death is an important part of life. But these people never had that. Hence, their viewpoints here, fully understandable. And now this whole thing about them moving to Tolialau too. They don't want to stay in a place where they are uncertain. They don't know if this kingdom's going to move on, which is kind of not good, because Golul Jar Jar is the king and he needs people. Oh, this music. Stop.
In times like these, I take comfort in the beliefs of a Turali people called the Yokui. To them, death isn't the end. So long as we're remembered, we never truly die. It could be the same for Queen Sphene, you know? If you keep her alive in
I don't
your
know if that's
hearts,
going to work, well, Clemat,
she'll always
because
be
they
with
don't
you.
need to cope with it. They can't cope with it right now.
But we still won't be able to see her, right? I don't want to think about that.
Yeah, not during the funeral, well,
I
Clemat.
wish I could just forget instead of having to feel like this.
Yeah. He doesn't know what to say.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to impose.
Yeah, no, he
Please,
fucked up there.
mourn your queen however you see fit.
As I just said, it's not our place to judge them, because mourning is something that is personal.
As expected, they struggle to come to terms with their loss. I hope they
Such a
can find
massive
way
loss
to move
too.
forward.
So like knowing someone, like a stranger or
It's
friend,
not only
is
grief
their
that weighs on
ruler.
them, but worry for the future.
Yeah.
Bereft of their queen, how will they proceed?
True. But with that at least, we're not powerless to help. What is it, Guloja?
Golul is like
I
such
was
a...
wondering, is it better to remember or forget someone when they're dead?
It's worth noting with Golul too, is like, he hasn't dealt with loss that much until the events of this MSQ, where he lost his savior, he lost his like, his surrogate father in the form of Otis. He then lost his actual father, and now he's lost Sphene. He's lost so many people in such a short amount of time, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't really understand it either. And I just feel bad for the little guy. People who say he's a bad character, by the way, I'm going to say, I think they're handling him really well so far. Because he's having to deal with all these terrible adult things at such a young age.
I remember my father, and every time I think of him, it hurts. It's the same with Queen Sphene. Knowing that she's gone makes me feel sad.
You can't overcome it. Grief is not something to be overcome. You just have to,
But
you have to learn to
different
deal
with
with
my
it.
mother. I never knew her, so I don't feel as bad. I want to remember my father, but maybe I'd be better off forgetting him.
He was kind of an asshole,
Guloja.
but I don't think you should. I think you need to.
Why don't we continue this somewhere else?
That was a great scene. One of my favourite scenes in the whole expansion so far. I love the debate. I wonder if this is going to stay here. I really hope it does. That was excellent. Sad, but really well done. Where are we? Oh god, we really walked away here. I kind of want to know, but we'll do it after this quest. Hand in. Yeah, Louis Soir. Oh, I like that. I like that. There's a lot of grandfather loss in this party. No, it's alright. You can pick up whatever you want, little guy. Hey, Gulool, do you really know nothing at all about your mother?
Cheryl researched the system for information on residents, but the only mammal jar she found listed was my father and me. But even if she died and was erased from people's memories, she should have been there, but she wasn't.
Well, that you're here means she was here too inside the dome. There can't be any other way about it. Do you want to look for your mother? I'm looking again. It's not a bad shout, Wahana.
Maybe. It's hard to explain. I'm not sad, but I feel like I'm missing something.
Oh, Regulator. I mean, it makes sense. If you had Regulator on during that whole scene, you would never remembered her.
Even if it makes me feel sad, I want to know my mother.
I see. Well, if that's what you want. Then I'll help you. I'd like to help as well, and I believe I speak for the others too. Yes, we're all going to help and stand in a circle. We need enough people for the duty after all.
But I can't bother you with this. You already came for the funeral.
We came here not only for the funeral, but to see whatever else was wherever all was well in Alexandria. We're not about to leave just yet. Besides, in seeking to learn about your mother, we're bound to learn more about your father as well. By retracing the steps of this man who kept his own counsel, we may gain knowledge that can serve the people of Alexandria. We can't exactly ask him, to be fair, but yes. I am glad this is the plot we were doing. I think I mentioned during 7.0, like during the credits, I hope the next patch is all about Gulool and his upbringing, because it's like the biggest unanswered question. Who the hell did Zoel have a child with, and why did they have a child with this asshole? Alright, thank you everyone. Because you could say he's adopted, but he isn't, because Gulool has blue scales, which is extremely rare. Hey, yeah, more cool stuff. So I don't want to talk to this man. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the fuck is going on right now? In search of the past. Glad he has an idea on how you may proceed with your investigation. Assuming neither memories nor records of Gulool's mother remain, we must cast as wide a net as possible. I suggest we split into groups. Wahana, if you could make inquiries outside in the outskirts, the rest of us will do the same in Solution Mine. Oh yeah, I'll go for the entirety of the outskirts, okay? Yeah, I'll just do that. To be fair, there's less people on the outskirts. But also, it's the entirety of the outside. I don't mind going there. I want to go to Solution 9. But before that, I want to go see the funeral stand. I want to go see what they've done of this. I don't mind Solution 9, I think it's too big. Compared to other, like, mid-hub areas, I think it's one of the weaker ones. I mean, you can't really beat Rads at Hand. It's just amazing. Yeah, cool! Or not cool, I guess. And are there like many flowers on there too? Yeah, there are. You can see all of them. Cool! Fiend. I like that. I like that they have something here in the area where you never really go to. Maybe they had always planned to put that here, but that's a cool little touch. I enjoy that. Right, now we get to get to my favorite area in the game, area in the expansion. In terms of music, anyway, this area is fantastic. I love how evil it is. And if you turn around, you can see the evil Everkeep. Oh right, we can't hear it because we've got the stupid cowboy music. Use the arc to go and have a look around. Lisa isn't search for 6 people to talk to. This is our first bit of actual, like, questing. Everything's been story so far, and I've been fine with that. Right, where is everyone? Okay, there we go. There's one. Middle-aged Tono Wata. Sorry, but I've never heard of a Mamoja woman living in these parts, much less one claimed it was Zuljar. We have bear luck talking to the people over at Tonawatan, settlement to the north of Everkeep in a place called... I'm not saying those words. Within a certain won their loyalty when he saved them from some crisis or another. Also, the story goes, if I remember correctly, their chief's name was Kanaloka. Huh. That's very unlike him. He doesn't care about anyone. He only cares about himself. Yet, he helped these people. Weird. You're looking for a Mamoja woman. Oh, Galoja's mother. I can't help you there, I'm afraid. You only know a little bit. I only know a little bit about Zuljar, and then only what my father told me. He said that before the dome would cut us off from the outside world, a toll of Vigdral had appeared and was terrorizing the region. In response, Zuljar assembled a party of warriors and with them confronted and felled the beast. It was interesting to hear of the king's feat in the past. Before the dome appeared. So it was before all this went down, so it was 30 years ago. We know Zuljar was here for 30 years. Mamoja women? Their people have never been a common sight around here. Why, the last one I saw one would have been before the dome came down over our heads. He was among an entourage of Landsguard that was dispatched here. I assume they all returned to Tolialala after their mission. But if any remained, I suppose they could have been trapped in here with the rest of us. This is going to explain why the dome appeared here. Because they never explain why it appeared here of all places, I don't think. But maybe Zuljar went here, activated the device, and this is where Everkeep appeared. But it also seemed like he went to the reflection and then brought Everkeep over to here. So we go back to the back rooms. I thought we were going to go to the... I want to listen to the cool Heritage Found music. Oh. Oh, I wanted to listen to it more, but the game's like, no, you must go to the back rooms. You must take part in that silly horror game. I don't want to. Risotto is a great name. I just saw that as I was walking past. Galodra has told me all. We previously tried to track down records mode, but came up empty-handed. Well, you didn't try very hard, did you? Because I just went outside for like 5 seconds and found out tons of information. With everyone's help, hopefully we'll get somewhere this time. Right, so we got this. Notes from Mamoja woman who belonged to the Landsguard. It's concerning a settlement located in Unaweta, whose people are said to be fiercely loyal to their king. It's concerning a battle between Zul'Jah and a mighty beast which occurred in Yusuflani. Ah, so you spoke of quite a few different people as well. Let's combine all our findings and see what conclusions we might draw. I think I got most of the information. So, Zul'Jah brought a retinue of Landsguard Yusuflani, among whom was a female Mamoljah. His mission was to rid the region of a Tor Vyal, and I believe it is safe to say that that was the crisis in Uawata he resolved. If some of his troops stuck around for the time, perhaps to assist the villagers with recovery efforts, then they could have indeed gotten trapped in the dome. But it would have happened afterwards, right? Or did it happen before the ceremony? We've also heard stories about a settlement in Unawata. People lived there until nearly a decade ago, and Zul'Jah made regular visits. If he required secrecy, a location home to his most loyal followers would be ideal. If the Mamoljah woman had remained there, they would have had occasion to come in contact. Maybe they had a kid together, but why doesn't he care? I see, but what could Zul'Jah have been doing in that village? Well, we know what he did do. We can make one assumption. I think we can answer that question. In order to retrace Zul'Jah's steps, Raha and I spoke with a researcher who worked at Orogenics. He said that approximately 20 years ago, a number of his colleagues were transferred to a research facility outside Everkeep, per the King's direct order. This is the first I've heard of such a facility. Only Vanguard is believed to have been under the King's jurisdiction. It was apparently being used to develop a new kind of weapon, but I'm afraid that was all we could learn. There's plenty to go on. Even if the work was classified, any materials and equipment needed would have been manufactured within Everkeep. So, if we look into transportation records... Right. Gasp! There it is. The routes are full of detours and attempts at obfuscation, but large deliveries are being made Uawata. I think it is Uawata. Far too large for a mere village. There hasn't been any activity for years, though. The facility has been decommissioned. Maybe he wasn't making a weapon, but he wanted to make a sun. Because as the game has implied, having a blue-scaled, like, one of these types of Mamoljah is actually very difficult. And I assume that goes, that happens even with like the blue-scaled ones.
Do you think that's where my mother was?
We can't say for certain just yet, but I reckon there's a good chance.
This is amazing! Even though no one remembers her, you managed to figure out all this!
Each piece of the puzzle may reveal little on its own, but when we put several together, a picture begins to form. Thank you, Grahad Tier, primary school teacher. And even should memories fade, footprints remain to mark the path of those who walked before. Oh, a lesson I learned in another life. Yes. So we'll be investigating this Vegas facility in Uawata then. And this time I want you to come along, Zul'Jah. That sounds like a terrible idea. We're taking him to a random facility. You could get hurt. So adorable. Uawata is on the other side of the lake. To get there, you'll need to take a hover cargo from the drift downs.
Alright, thank you, Shale.
Very adorable. I'm in! Intrigue, mystery, good pacing so far. We're not taking 20 years to do your side quest, to do quests. We're actually going at that moderate pace, which is something that Patchgon tends to like just fuck around a little bit. Like even Shadowbringers, I didn't much enjoy 5.1 or 5.2, but 5.3 was amazing. Same with 6.1. Well, to be fair, the 6-point patches weren't incredible, but this is great so far. Pacing is wonderful. We're making breakneck speed in terms of plot. So we've already had Fiend's funeral, we've already made our way to Heritage Found and found out about all this, and now we're going to go deal with Goloria's mother immediately. No screwing about. Oh, the music. Oh, it fills me with such life. This is the best, like, it might be my favorite area music in the game. I love the evil, how evil it sounds. Ugh, it gives me goosebumps whenever I come here. Does it ever keep Chocobo?
The hover cargo will take us across the lake. Never been over there before.
It's still inside the domes. I don't expect it to be too different from here. We'll likely encounter dangerous beasts. The rest of us will go first. You follow when it's safe to do so, alright? This is a terrible idea, Wilclamat. You haven't even brought, like, guards for him. Like, get some guards. We just brought a child of us who's gonna tell him to follow behind us.
Alright, be careful, everyone.
Damn! Just right in there. Boom! Dungeon. Like, I've been punched in the face by how fast this is. Okay, well, there's no preamble I need to do for this. I think I've got time to do it today. We're about an hour in, which is how long I wanted to take for this, so... Unawata Field Station. Before the dome appeared in the northern region of what is now Heritage Found, Atonawatan village was terrorized by a Tol Vidral. Zuljar himself led the Landsguard in an effort to quell the beast's boundless fury. Yet, while the first promise returned in triumph, few knew what became of the village and its people. In your search for clues as to the identity of Golorjar's mother, you learn that Zuljar visited the region many times over the years, and that it may be home to a secret research facility. And so you and yours attempt to retrace the King of Resolve's steps, and unearth a buried past. Graha.
I stand ever ready.
I want Graha. I also kind of like having Alisei, but let's have Kral in here. Get out of here, Alpha No, to want my boy. Right, nice. That's a nice item level. Let's do this. Let's go, kings and queens as well. Oh, I cannot wait for the music here. Come on. Get too loud, actually, it's too loud. I need to turn the whole game down a little bit. Let's bring the game down to 15 decibels, shall we, here? Very slow pace for the song. There he is! Bahane Yashi! He looks like he's got chest hair, but he doesn't. Get out of here, Bahana.
I thought it must have come here for a reason.
The landing hasn't led up either. Of course it hasn't. Of course it fucking hasn't! Talking about Wilclamat. Right, now we need to remember how to do this. Apparently they changed the GUN a little bit, but not too much. Okay, the game's really loud right now. Turn it down to 18 decibels. Turn the music up a little bit. Oh. Louder? No, not 1,000. I can barely hear the music right now. Okay, I'm gonna need to make some sound settings. Oh, I can hear the fucking hard-hitting sound motif. Ah! Ah! Right, sound settings. BGM 100. Sound effects. Bring that down to 70. Ambient sounds 70. System sound 70. Performance. Player sound effects 70. Oh. Soken. Yeah, there we go. That's far reasonable now. Gives the music some more time to shine, at the very least. Okay, I might need to turn up player voices, because he was very quiet. I'll do that now, to be fair. Let's go back in here. Let's bring, back up to 75, up there. Because I've had dungeons in the past where the music was overblown. So I want to give the time it deserves here. I love the design of this dungeon. I love, like, a field station in the middle of the lightning forest. Oh, you can see Everkeep back there. Okay, we're gonna go back the other way to have a look at that before we do anything else. Hold on, we can't go any further. I need to see something, okay? Oh! Oh, what a music! How close can I get? No, 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 no. Change pose. Wait, you still attack? Okay, do a thumbs up then. Oh, never keep theme. I'm gonna get some first-person shots too of this dungeon. No, guys. Just to get some stuff in. There we go. Now we can continue a little bit. Oh. We didn't get like a big open area for Heritage Found in terms of dungeons. We had Origenics, which was great. But it was all mostly out indoors. It was just invading the Everkeep. So again, there's like focus here. This hyper focus on a specific part of the region is really cool. It looks just amazing. The swing of the trees too. Oh my god. We are like fucking right now in terms of area design. Not that dungeon design was bad at all in Dawnshell. Weirdly, I think the weakest dungeon for me was probably the last one. I didn't think Alexandria was bad. I just didn't like how repetitive it was. it felt also too similar to Amarot in how it was presented. Just showing the destruction of the world and it being shown in stages. Would say it wasn't a bad re-showing of it, but it felt too similar. The best part of that dungeon was definitely the music. A Tale Unending is a fantastic piece of music. Again, Amarot vibes and how it's just kind of melancholy but kind of beautiful as well at the same time.
Allow me.
Oh, always, G'raha. I like having the player voices up like really loud. God, so good. That's my favorite piece of music, I think, in Dawntrail. This song, that motif. Oh, the way it's used in Orogenic, the way it's used in the main melody, and here it's so beautiful. They've made it such a beautiful song. Oh. Never disappoints, Soken. There's one thing I can say that was great about Dawntrail from start to finish. It was the music. Never disappointed me. Who's this guy? Limblum? I hardly knew them. Ow, what the fuck was that? Okay, G'raha, I need big heals. Need big Grahas. Gore. Pierce the pillar with his tusks. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Oh, look at that. Oh, God. Fuck, okay. Sorry, Black Mages, have fun with this fight, I guess. Okay, destroy the Electro. Right, turn to the other one. More Electro. There is no limit to Electro's potential. Oh, I need help. I love the meter for this. This is cool. That's a fun looking meter. Oh, looks like you couldn't do your full attack there. How terrible for you. Yeah, Black Mage's favorite fight, this one I'm betting. Okay, positionals are working out good so far, I will say. Okay, get over here, get over here. Oh! Jesus! Okay, I'm moving. No! Pile! The music a little different. Do that. Nice job, guys. Yes, all come together for this one attack at the end. Ah! Oh, I got Savage Aim materials. I don't know what I got from that. Oh.
So, the facility is still here. What kind of research do they do here?
Nothing good if it was this well hidden. Cool. Have you heard of Resident Evil game? While His Majesty Zuljar is not the first to conceive of transferring a beast soul into a person's body, safety and ethical concerns have ensured no earnest attempts have been made to date. Yet our king believes that there is no greater evil than to hinder the potential of man, and so he has ordered us to make this conception a reality. He would bolster our military might and break through into the outer world. If our research will further this ambition, then perhaps it is worth pursuing. I don't think that worked out well for them. Oh, okay, hello. Oh, what are these things? Okay. Do not enjoy these, lads. New enemies. Or not new enemies, like reskinned old enemies that look terrifying. But their bones have been like stripped apart. Their souls sucked out.
Allow me.
I'll always allow you, Grahad, don't worry. See, now the mood is taking on a more melancholy feel of this revelation. I'm sorry, puppy. Take your time. Oh, look how cool this looks. Man. Itchy scratchy. It's like a horror area. This mood does not suit this place at all. We need like Resident Evil music. Hold on. There we go. Perfect. Our bodies are fragile vessels. Although the infusion of another person's soul confers strength and vitality, the soul of a beast yields mixed results. Even when stripped of memories, a foul soul can induce psychological instability in the subject. I suspect this is because primal instinct remain. While a certain amount of bestial ferocity is expected, and I dare say welcomed, too many souls can lead to physical mutations. For now, our objective shall be to determine the threshold beyond which a body is at risk of uncontrolled mutation. Now the tone has completely changed here. These are people, right? They've been here for the last like 20 years. Oh god, what's going on here then? Where's Uklamat? Can you side me? Uklamat! No! Oh, look at this dungeon. Me and the bros in the Resident Evil lab. Oh no! The music's a little bit quiet. I want to turn the gain down a little bit. We know what the music's going to be fair. I've already heard a good bit of the first part. I think having like scary music here works quite well. Have we had like a proper horror dungeon? The rotten researchers, Douglas. To go first person. Look at this. Look how terrifying it is. Not maiming. Oh. What is this thing? Obviously a reskinned giant, but look at it. So the Duvaljar was part of like fucking like he was like Wesker in this game then basically. And that means that Duvaljar is Jake from fucking RE6. Yes. Experiment on all these bodies. Let's see what happens. I mean, it's not really making me sympathize with him. I don't think the game wants me to be fair. He was kind of an asshole. What was that noise? The Vader transfiguration maybe did it, but the power of the soul consumed. It's a little bit too loud. We've experimented with fiends of great power, but mutations were observed after the infusion of merely a single soul. No better was this phenomenon illustrated than with the poor Atticus. His body was altered irreparably, and he lost all capacity for rational thought. While the primary objective of this research was to utilize the soul of a Duvaljar, I struggled to see a path forward. No, an approach must be considered. At this corridor. We can go into cells. Oh my god! I don't really want to go into the cells. If someone's like do a horror roleplay, they can just go to this dungeon if they wanted to. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, they opened up the doors. Oh my god! Oh. I am a sucker for a good horror map. And this is great so far. And they always put a ton of work in that most people don't even see. And I want to give this dungeon its fair due. Time to shine. I mean, we're still kind of in spooky season. Halloween just ended. Oh, ended, it was 2 weeks ago. But it's still, it's more spooky than it is Christmassy. We're like one day away from it to being Christmassy. We're still closer to Halloween than we are of December. Oh yeah, I forgot you were here, Cryle. Everyone calm down! Might be the single funniest moment in the entire expansion. With her like using her paintbrush and everyone like dying around her, and the one thing she said is like, well, while holding it is, everyone please calm down. Jesus Christ. Right, my ore needs to go away first. Have I got any like Resident Evil boss themes I can use for this fight coming up? There's one more research note here. If the source of our failures thus far has been the inability of our bodies to contain foul souls, what if we were to reverse the process? By purging a beast of its memories and infusing it with a man's soul, one still possessed of its own memories, we stand to gain absolute control over a vessel of great power. My subordinate who first proposed this shall have the honor of being the first within their mere limits. Must prepare his soul for extraction at once. That is a terrible idea. We can play Lisa Trevor's theme. Not that scary. I need like a fast-paced track. This'll work. Okay, let's go. What the fuck is this? I will say, turning off the music here was a great idea. Hi! Surrender your souls to King Zul'Jah. Dark Souls? What do you mean Dark Souls? Don't hit me with like a poison swamp. Come forth, my dear souls. Cannot have done that about a straight face. They knew what they were doing. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. I just saw Waterman like spin at the speed of light. The music. Okay, G'raha. Just hog all the space, why don't you? Do you see it sing with the music? Oh, oh. Ah! What a cool segment! Me and G'raha, the boys. I'll put some RE2 music on after this. Again, we've heard the boss theme and stuff like that before. This is when I find out the final boss has... Oh, we'll have a look to see if it has its own new music. But I don't think it will. Okay, I need to actually concentrate here. Okay, I'm gonna move. Telltale Tears? Me, when I found out there'll be no more Telltale games. And then I found out there were more Telltale games. That was rude.
Just the beginning.
Bloodburst. No, not free spirits, please. We're gonna kill you now. Die. Wow, you better not kill me at 1%. Okay. Right, let's get some RE2 music on. Classic. Is that a storm? What is happening? Maybe I will turn the music back off because this feels like we're doing something else entirely now. I think we are doing an evil lab. Okay, well hold on, then give me a sec. Nice to have the RE2 music, but I don't want to make this like weird. Let's put the music back on. I enjoyed that whole lab part. I enjoyed having the music off for it. It was cool. Do 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 do. Realised ambient sounds were at 0. Oh, that was maybe I should go the other way that time. Oh well. I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't expecting to see a giant storm at the end of this dungeon. I generally thought it was going to be the laboratory and that was it. So I don't know what we're going to right now. We've gone from like beautiful forest to scary laboratory and now to weird storm anomaly like from Control or something. What is going on here? It kind of reminds me of the light from the beginning of Final Fantasy IX. It's a cool effect. Like this is what like Storm's crown would have looked like if it was came out now. We are always asking for that new Around the Born area design. Maybe this is them trying out. Sprightly faux bad. He's so bad. He's sprightly as well. Something's wrong. Don't look ahead. What is happening? What was that roar? Did it come from inside the storm? Not only that, the storm got smaller. Oh, this is like fucking like the Final Fantasy VII crater. It kind of looks like Northern Crater too. Jenova's in here. That would blow my mind if we finally get a Jenova boss and it's just for like 7.1's patch dungeon. That's something you reserve for the final Alliance raid. Considering it's Final Fantasy VII, like Square's golden child. Sprightly stone.
Allow me.
Always. No, I screwed my rotation up. It's taking too long, I was waiting on it. Also, why am I not getting 2 LB bars here? Should be getting 2 LB bars. We may soon face our fiercest foe yet, G'raha. Ah yes. Stronger than Zodiac. Stronger than the Endsinger. Stronger than Living Memories Fiend. We're just gonna fight that, are we? Is it bad that I've forgotten what the final boss of the Final Fantasy Dawn Child is? Is it called Fiend's Burden? I think it is. What is this? Is this what happened when they tried to put a human body inside of a thing to probably draw a Luna Piatti? It's like a giant rabbit. This is amazing looking. A tour for Jar, no doubt about it. What the fuck, man? Oh, Gwaha! Gwaha! Hi! Ah! Dun, 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 dun. Bam, 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 bam. Going to get behind you right now. Oh, it's been a while since I sung to the song while doing combat. Don't want to die. Fantastic dungeon music. Leoprine Veloth. Excuse me? I don't know the look of that. Okay. What does that mean? Oh! Oh! Okay, now I understand. They have outdone themselves this dungeon. This dungeon's amazing. Why does they one next to my name? Is it because I'm the main character? True. The one's a different colour now. Well, we're not the main character of this expansion. We are. Just that, you know, we get a little sideline in this expansion compared to previous ones. Owie! Owie! Oh! It's because you don't get Voln stacks in dungeons, huh? Okay, right. I now know how this works. Oh, it's something else entirely. Okay, good. Right. Well, that's not as bad, but the other attack. Oh, God. Oh, fucking hell. Okay, okay, I think I understand. Okay, survive. It's random! He's doing it in a random order! Oh, he's doing this now. Okay, I got it. I know how to deal with this now, at least. Holy shit! He's doing it again! Oh, God! Safe here, right? Safe here. Oh, thank God. Huh. See, am I going to stop doing this attack? He is not. Okay, good. Okay, out middle. Spread out. Yeah. What's happening? What is happening? Where did the middle of the arena go? Okay. Get away around, Gaha! I can't attack him! Come on, run back to him. Oh! Cool! Oh! We need to keep moving? Okay, we're good, right. We're good. Fucking hell. Oh, shit! This is one of the coolest fights. Ah! Look at that! This is one of the coolest fights in the entire game. What the fuck, man? This is so cool. Oh, I love the whole arena and how we can only be on the outskirts. So many people are gonna fall off in this. I almost did as well, to be fair. Also got a great design. I love the bunny rabbit. Like, look. Do not move. Oh, people are gonna hate us for the positionals. Fine, they got true north, use it. Run! Run! Ooh, fuck, almost pulled off. Oh my god. Okay, get over here. A little further. Moving. The only complaint I have is I can't wait to do like a little later in the fight, because it's just this now, isn't it? Okay, thank you for giving me room, G'raha. No, G'raha!
Try this.
Oh, don't die, G'raha. Don't die. Don't die. G'raha, heal yourself. Oh my god. Please don't die. He's doing it again, G'raha, to heal.
Just the beginning.
Go, Menica. Right. Slava? What's that? Oh! Wait, it's fine. It's a tank buster. You don't have to worry about running away from it. Right, do that. Do that. Do that. Do that. Almost done. Had that one and foot weight. No. No! Come on! Get out of here! That was such a good boss fight. Oh my god. What a great idea. I don't think we've ever had a boss fight where the outer ring becomes the arena. The amount of people who are going to fall off on that. I almost did it twice. Is this where the what's it called? The ninjas from Breath of the Wild fall to their deaths? Hi guys. Time to trowel. This has been easier than wasn't such a creature. Still breathing. It was a third the earth. I think we did it somehow. I love how like pessimistic Welcome Back gets whenever we fight. That's a big hole. No! Oh, that was cool. Can you put down a hole? There we go. That's a cool picture. Now do a thumbs up. Or do a observe. Look. Survey. Point. Good expression, G'raha. Let's do a thumbs up before we leave as well. Oh, what the fuck? Is that where the hole came from? Did it fire through there? Oh my god. Cool fight. Let's go say hello to the bunny boy before leaving. Thumbs up for me. Is he still moving? Wait, you're not dead? He's not dead. We're gonna talk to him? We could. This is like following the notes we read earlier. It could be an actual person. Angry person.
For all the talk of my brother felling this beast, he only imprisoned it, like Vali Armanda.
Alright.
From what I could tell, they sought to transfer people's souls and memories into bestial vessels at that facility.
Bestial.
The Tural Vidral explains the need for a remote location. It was doubtless their prime subject. Though I expect Zoralja did not foresee the opportunities it presented when he imprisoned the creature.
It's impressive that he imprisoned her here. Oh, we're gonna get like a flashback of the soul transfer. The Dark Souls. Blew my mind. There he is.
So, in order to prevent the breakdown of the individual, I instead seek to transfer their soul into the body of the beast.
This would allow one to wield the power of a Tural Vidral.
I don't think it worked out though.
In theory, our initial experiments will involve lesser creatures. But in time, I am confident we will be able to bring even the mightiest under our control.
How did he even do this? I don't really mind explanation.
Of those who offer their souls.
As they won't be able to return to their original forms, we must consider them lost. But the sacrifice will be worthwhile, for the army you stand to gain will far surpass any composed of mechanical soldiers.
Very well. Recruit volunteers and begin at once.
He emphasized the word volunteers there.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I shall return to the observatory and see to the necessary.
Does he not like the fact that people are sacrificing themselves to this? Maybe he thinks it's cheating. What we know about Zoralja is he prefers it when... Oh.
So, you've given him permission?
I was going to say, he seeks strength in people. He wants to have a good challenge. But he also doesn't like it when people cheat in terms of strength. By giving them the body of the Tural Vidral, it's just going to cheat them in the process. While their own mind would have to contend with the beast souls being added to them. Maybe he doesn't like that. He doesn't actually care about the people. He doesn't care about a good challenge and a good reasoning for power. Well, he's fucking cheated anyway.
Teshalja, you will assist Kaniloka. As one of the Landsguard's finest chirurgeons, your knowledge may be of use in his experiments.
You have a name now, at the very least.
Also watch him closely. In what you learn, you will report to me. You object to his project, or are you incapable of performing this duty?
No, Your Majesty. Whether we shelter within the dome or expand beyond it, we require great power, but with no one to rely upon. We must take that power for ourselves, even if the means are questionable.
I felt like you're just giving into his bullshit, though.
I will do as you command. But if Kaniloka's work bears fruit, I wish to beg a boon.
I want a child.
What do you desire?
Okay, so bears fruit. This happens. She has a child with him. The facility, shit goes down. The child has a receiver. He escapes, but the mother dies because it all goes to shit here. Zoralja gives no shits, or doesn't care, or he does care, but he didn't know the child even existed. And then when he saw, oh, but he also has a receiver, so he wouldn't even know that she existed in the first place. So that child appearing out of nowhere would just be like, oh.
Something that I had accepted I would never have in Tuliyollal. That I believed would forever be beyond me. That it was foolish to covet. But here and now, it is close.
So very, very close.
Creepy.
Perform your duty to my satisfaction, and anything you desire.
Lizard sex. 7.1 confirmed. What are we doing, writers?
That which I seek does not lie within this dome. Here, I cannot prove the miracle. But if what you seek is at hand, then you may claim it, for it has no value to me.
Okay, so we're still keeping his characterization at the very least. Him being a penis. He wants a child? Would no one give her a child? Back in... Unless he's like a... Oh god, is he like a... You're like a big fan of him? And he wants his child? Oh god. Mm-mm. She might be as bad as he is. Bye.
Are you alright?
No. It's great I got the Echo. It's like anti-regulator.
Teishalja. Could she be my mother?
Right.
Like the people in the outskirts said, few Mamulja lived in the Yasulani. I can't imagine many other Ubiko women were trapped in the dome.
Well, if someone wanted to be a Zoralia, like be in his Landsguard, be close to him, it would make sense. Like he got an infatuation for him.
That being the case, she could well be the one.
It'd make a lot of sense.
This observatory Kanaloka returned to, could it not be part of the research facility? We might learn something about Teishalja there.
That's where we're going next, then.
Oh, we can go outside? No. Oh, okay.
I wish I could go into the past like you, then I could see people who were gone. Because there aren't any Mamulja women here. For a long time, I couldn't even imagine what my mother looked like. But when I visited Tuliyollal and saw some, I finally able to picture her in my mind. And one day, I hope I can see what she actually looked like as well.
Or there drops that genetic, like, copying theory that he was like a child of genetic reduplication, basically. I'll have the piety materia, thank you, game. Not that I'm going to need it really, but I appreciate it anyway. Right, and now similar to previous patch content, we now have free reign of the dungeon. This is what they started doing in 6.12. They let you just go through the dungeon as kind of a little bit of a refresher during the patch content to feel like you're still in new content and not stuck in the same old content for the next couple of patches. It's kind of cool. Quite. Oh, hold on. This is everyone else first. No, Golodra, you cannot go on your own. It's very unsettling here, I will agree. While we discern the purpose of the research conducted here, the traces of it that remain might afford us greater insight into what came of it. Let us take a look around, for information as well as the way to the upper level. But yeah, there's an observatory apparently. Well, we're back in the Resident Evil like area, so you know what that means. We walked through here before, to be fair. so cool looking. Yeah, this whole room, it reminds me a bit of Evil Within. Like the big long corridor with cells in it. Hey Galosha, how's it going? Look at the blood on the walls.
What happened to the people here? Did they all leave, or did we already meet them?
I think we already met them. Got the red light coming from that one part. They're really using the graphics overhaul here too. Yeah. To think that people actually volunteered their souls for these experiments. Success was far from guaranteed, and even in the best case they would cease to be men. Was their devotion to Zuljar so absolute? Perchance they had nothing else to do in this stuck asylum, basically, of being stuck in the dome. They wanted any means of escape, and this might have been one of them. It won't open. I don't think he'll yield to our shoulders either. We'll have to do it the old-fashioned way and find the key. This really is a Resident Evil-like puzzle. You cannot open this door. You need a key. A lift can be seen beyond the wrought iron gate. As sturdy as it appears, the gate will likely resist attempts to force it open. A security panel is nearby, but a verification key will open the way. Okay, let's get on that, shall we? Yeah, I saw this before, to be fair. We went through this area. So these are people being prepped for soul transfer, or having souls input into them, maybe? So we have seen beast souls be used in this regard before. Back in the normal raids, during the Arcadium stuff, the comparators there take beast souls to enter this oversoul mode and become these giant creatures. Yeah, that's fine. But then we find out that that actually does drain your life force and reduce your lifespan considerably. So, yeah, the use of these souls is not a good solution to anything, really. I wonder what Beckluck would make of this research into transferring souls. Yeah. I mean, it's very similar to the Shadowbringers soul transfer, very similar to Xenos' soul transfer as well. Xenos transferred his soul to Shinryu, if we remember correctly, and he transferred his soul to all the soldiers as well. The researchers likely move between the upper and lower levels. Perhaps you can find a key among their belongings. Makes me angry to think about what he did here. But understandable. They're recruiting volunteers for a new experiment. I know I'm not as bright as the others, but they wouldn't laugh at me if I was stronger than them. This might be my chance. Soul transferred a few days ago. I can write. Can write good. Yes, I am good. Very good. Icky scratchy? Getting hard to control strength. Today bit off hand of feeder. Cannot help it, so strong. Hungry, always hungry, cannot control, eat. I must eat, and eater must eat. Yeah, this is 100% Resident Evil reference. This is awesome. Looking square. You find nothing that resembles a verification key. Perhaps you should search elsewhere. Cool lore. Ah, love it. You'd hear the lightning outside too. That gives me like RE1 house vibes. Supplies for the staff are neatly arranged within the cabinet. Among the various items is a manual outlining regulations and tranquilizing gas to be used in emergencies. You dig deeper. Find a verification key. That's a big news to open the iron gate. Yeah, this is all you have to do, by the way, to make me invested. You just have to put me in like a laboratory from like Resident Evil. Give me creepy body horror shit. I'm down. Down the clown. God, that looks cool. God, this area slaps. Slaps so hard. Kind of wish it, like, this arrived during Halloween. It would have been a very good horror patch. You found the key? Great, I'll call the others. Maybe that would have been in poor taste because it's Fiend's funeral. Eh. Oh, the music. It seems the key can be used to operate a lift as well. Up we go. Look at these camera angles. So this is a laboratory. It's an awesome looking room. I didn't expect it to be similar, but this is a far cry from the temple that held Valagamanda. I mean, it's entirely different society. Oklamat is Alexandria. All the machinery appears to still be in operation. I expect there are auxiliary systems in place to ensure that monitoring can continue even in emergencies. The warnings indicate various anomalies related to the seal's failure. Most likely, for a blessing we managed to fell the beast before it could cause harm. Oh, so we're implying it would have broken out soon anyway? That would have been terrible. Right then, let's see if we can find some clues about Golgotha's mother. Good shot.
I think I can use this terminal. Shale taught me how.
You know how to type on the keyboard? You can only get to like the bottom like 1/16 for the keyboard though.
There's so much data. I don't
what we should look for at. I don't what we should look at. I don't know what we should look at. Okay. It's alright, translators. Perhaps we can narrow down the search by inputting the name Tishalia. Nice call, Graha. Nice call. It's lucky that Zulja called her by her name and not Echo, otherwise it would have been in trouble.
I brought up a lot of results. They all seem to say the same thing.
Deceased.
Tishalia, Administrator of Experimental Treatments, Research Logs.
Oh no. I don't want you to read this.
That sounds good, doesn't it?
No. I think his mother might have been part of the experiments. Or at least maybe even overseeing them? Chances are the data is encrypted, and even if not, it will take considerable time to go through it all. Then let us take it back to the safe back room and have— No, I want to do it here! No! Don't leave the core laboratory!
Agreed. Alright, I'll transfer it to the storage device I bought. Put it in my USB stick.
That shot! It is help. The music is helping right now in this regard.
There, it's finished. Thank you so much for bringing me all this way here, everyone.
If you're happy, then so am I. Besides, I was able to learn more about my brother as well. It was a fruitful adventure for the both of us. He's still a twat. I shouldn't say that in front of his son. There's a world out there where Zulja is one of the most complicated written characters in the entire series. Okay, we're back in Heritage Found, which means I need to put the Heritage families back on. Killer is really good at driving a hover cargo. I wonder if I can learn how to drive it too. And here we are. The authorities doubtless wish to be informed about the facilities and its contents. But first things first, let's deliver the data to Shale. Funny to me to imagine Jonathan Bailey coming back to record like 4 lines for 7.1, but I don't doubt he would have done it, to be fair. He's a voice actor after all, alongside his work in Bridgerton and other things. speak of Shale in the back room. I'm very sad that we couldn't do this at the actual laboratory, considering that area looks awesome, but it's fine. We had our fun with the RE music, and that made that area even better, in my opinion, being able to do that. You head into the back room, of course. My favourite instance. Oh, Geode's here this time. Geode, the best character. Wait, what? I assume that Blue Scale Mammal Jar, or the Blue Scale at his type of Mammal Jar, probably do have increased physical strength, considering Zoalja. Welcome back. Galogja has already given me the storage device. There looks to be a wealth of data, all of which is encrypted, so I'll need time to process everything. In the meantime, why don't you go have a taco with, Black Jar Jar? In that case, Alistair and I might take ourselves around the city and check on the people. Hi, their mood is a bit worried. I don't know if there's anything we can do to help, but we'll see. Understood. I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished my work. Thank you. We'll see you soon again. There you go. Less characters now with us. Yeah, Oblivion obviously also was taking part in the funeral. Even if they were against Zoalja, they still liked Sphene a lot. Guidance of the Hitso. Huge concern is playing upon his face. Alistair isn't wrong, the mood out there is still grim. Some of the Turali remember a time before they were dependent on the Sol system, but even they're unsettled and wondering aloud if they'll have the chance to reunite old friends and family before they pass on. That is a good question, actually. Because the Turali, they know what death is. So when someone dies, I guess they would just forget they even existed as well. But they'd understand the concept of death. So this is when they're probably going to realize that Turali, is there anyone in their life that they've lost and they never got to say goodbye to? That's pretty fucked up, especially for them, considering they know how death works, and they didn't even realize in that point that they lost someone important to them. With good reasons too, their journey home will be an easy one for those who've grown old. That's why it's mostly been younger folk who've been leaving for Tural, ones with no elders to care for. Word of the problem has reached us in Tuliyalau. My brother is doing all he can to see the Zak-Tural Railroad restored to operation, so that the people may come and go more freely. Unfortunately, the track only goes as far as Vanguard, so some travelling by foot will still be necessary. Even so, the railroad makes things a sight easier. How long before it's back in service? I couldn't say. When I left for the visit, Kona seemed reluctant to make promises. He also had like his glasses frayed in the trailer. I haven't seen that yet. But while Shale's working the day, we can go and see the state of it for ourselves. Yeah! Trolley time! Yes! The Shaloni station then. I'll make sure to keep Kona informed. Oh shit, we're going with Waklamat.
Say hello to Kona for me.
We will, don't you worry, little buddy. Yeah, I remember you like doing an action jump, John, and that was an amazing cutscene. The train like heist towards Vanguard was incredible. Like Graha like having an actual Tom Cruise moment of jumping between couches was fantastic. To think, back in Shadowbringers, I could be like now, just for them, think of our adventures, Graha. Think of how in the future you're going to jump off a train and jump onto another carriage. You're gonna become an old Western person. It's gonna be amazing. Alright, we're going to Myleta area in the expansion. I didn't hate Shaloni. I just think the story here was really mid. I think the actual area looks really cool. I like how it's like a cowboy, like Red Dead Redemption town. I wish that, you know, it was easier to say the names of the places, but that's also me, so what can I do about it? Oh shit, we're in Cowboy Town. Is it time for the Strepsil to appear? Hold on. It's time. It's time for some cowboy stuff. This is how I get my kicks in this game. I'm sorry. Like, play RE music in the survival horror area and then put on my cowboy outfit when we go to the Cowboy Town. Hi, friend. Matt's like, wait, why have you got an entirely new outfit on, Rahana? I filled Kona in. He asked if we continue to support the expansions as best we can. I never correctly, he had a very deep voice. Vow resolve and Rahana Oyashi to boot. What can I do for you? We're hoping for some good news about the railroad. There's an increasing number of people looking to return to Tuaon that they can't make the journey on foot. I see. And as it happens, the Vow of Reason is also on his way here to take stock of the situation. Speaking of. Scratch the on this way. His glass is still fine? Oh, look at him! New outfit! Oh, looking good, Erenville. Gasp, that little bum finally outgrows old clothes. I'm not going to say that just because too soon. Looking good, Erenville. As the guildship has officially approved my transition from cleaner to independent contractor, I was in need of more befitting attire. I love him. I'm not the same person anymore. You're here by the railroad too? It was in part of my sake that the original Dawnblazer was sacrificed, so I felt it only right that I assist with replacement. That and also we were trying to take down the evil kingdom. At least we thought they were evil at the time. Speaking of which... This glass is broken? It might be. I can't see from this distance, so I think this is light. I assume Lambertier has explained the growing urgency of the need. What have you to report? The new locomotive was on track for completion, but we're having difficulty pulling her into the station in a matter of speaking. You see, when we used the Dawnblazer to get into the dome, urgency outweighed all other consideration. But now we're back to our original problem. How to run the railroad without upsetting the inhabitants of Mare Wawatsoan. That is the Ronak. Through the Hitso that followed them are none too pleased about their Hitso being spooked by the noises of the locomotive either. The solution I've devised to quieten the railroad should address that complaint. But a silent train presents a different danger. The Ronak will need to be deterred from wandering across the tracks via electric cars, you know. And I suppose we can't just blow the whistle at them, or they'll panic and be put off their grazing again. Weren't the railroads plotted to avoid the Ronak's preferred grazing areas, though? It's odd that they're getting so close in the first place. The Ronak's grazing patterns have shifted since the tracks were laid. I'm not certain why, but I intend to ask the people of Mare Wawatsoan for their insight. As a major proponent of the railroad, I have a duty to assist in the matter, and I too would hear what the Hitso have to say about it. They are the ones most affected after all. I believe it would be best to begin by consulting their leader, Watto. The rest of you can accompany us to the Hitso Cameron if you like. I'm getting better at pronouncing the names here. I'm starting to understand how it works. I see you guys later. I love your cowboy town. I do enjoy the connection with the trolley stuff. As much as I was annoyed about the trolley when we first saw it in Shadowbringers, and I found it a very boring side quest, I do like how much they brought it back and tried to make it better, and it kind of shows that these devs and writers are good at doing that. And so far this pack has been great. Pacing wise has been really good. I'm hoping we get to find out a little bit more about Kona's background here now, considering I think this is the encampment where he comes from, or at least one of them anyway. We know it comes from the north, you already told us that. Could just teleported here. Then I wouldn't have heard the good cowboy music, I guess. Oh, there's many people in a cutscene here. We're trolley enthusiasts, don't I? Oh, sad music. Why sad music? Vows, oh, vow reason. I bid you welcome to our camp, but what brings you all the way to Mayor Watsoen? I thank you for seeing us. Our visit concerns the matter of the Zaktal Railroad. Blee blah blah blee blah blah blee blah blee blah blah blee blah blee blah blah blee blah blah blee blah 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 blee blah blee blah blah blee blah 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 blah. You two have noted Nirvana's unexpected change in behavior then. My son Geppetto has been looking into this matter. Geppetto? What a name. Normally we'd expect Nirvana to keep to their favoured grounds nearby for a while yet, and despite a thorough search, we haven't found anything wrong with the quantity or quality of the grazing in Praia Yonan and Yartanane. Yet they refuse to keep to where they usually would, instead pushing westward towards the railroad. I certainly see no cause for this unseasonal migration. Nevertheless, should they continue to move west, we will follow. As any true head sir would, I suppose. The lighting's really good right now. I like how it looks in Kona. As you may have surmised, I am her head sir descent. My parents traveled to Devonic as well, though I myself have no memory of the experience. I was left behind as a babe, you see, during such a migration. One of many sacrifices necessitated by a nomadic lifestyle, I'm forced to assume. We were told this. Yeah, we were told this back in here. Why you so protective of Wukalamat. A chance encounter with a Kayan Peli merchant was the only reason I survived. Taking pity on me, he taught me his trade that I might fend for myself. I became a storekeeper in Tullylao's markets, and that is where the Dawn Servant found and adopted me. I had already been in the palace some time when Lamity came to join us. Like me, she had been cast aside by her parents. Near the pain of solitude, wanted to spare her that suffering. As this tiny child's new brother, I swore I would always be there for her. Thank you for that exposition. I appreciate it, but I don't know what the importance of that was here. Truly, I have never heard of the Devonic choosing a path so arduous as to force such a terrible decision, nor of any head cell willingly leaving their own flesh and blood behind. There must have been some exceptional circumstance. I cannot say. The idea of following in their footsteps that I might better make excuses for their actions never much appealed to me. That's fair. 100% it makes sense you wouldn't want to go back to this lifestyle considering what happened. But even if they had good reasons, wouldn't you want to know? Even if it would help you better understand the Devonic's current behaviour? Yeah, like that one. Give some context to it. Come on, cowboy. So is often the case. You are correct. Though my discomfort in a Hetzel way may arise from fear of reopening old wounds, rather than blind feather for innovation, it would nevertheless see me repeat past mistakes. And to refuse to learn one of our country's treasured traditions would make me a poor Dawn servant indeed. Please, teach me of the Devonic, what they mean to you. I must have listened with an open mind, and I will also be here to be taught as well, I guess. We will be delighted. In the meantime, your companions are welcome to look around. I like that this nation, this tribe, didn't immediately throw us out, by the way, in the plot either. They seem like really chill. Like, if this is like a Realm Reborn, we would have done like a whole thing with this tribe, and they would have eventually like gone around to liking us. You're not so bad after all. Will you learn of Hetzel culture with me? I would like to approach this with the fervent curiosity that you and my sister share, but it will be useful to know whether I am doing it correctly. Yes, of course, Kona. That's what I wanted. Us to hang out. Then it's settled. You'll learn more of the Devonic and we'll have an answers around the plains. And perhaps in the process we'll find the answers we seek. bros hanging out together. Erenville looks taller too. I don't know what it is about his model, but he looks bigger. I'm glad he's gone back to his usual, like, Tuali like design now. It's nice. Right. I wonder if we're gonna get like an echo to find out about his past. The quickest way to learn about our way of life is to do as we do. I hope you're not above manual labor. I am not the most experienced, I'm ashamed to admit. I'm not ashamed to admit, but I shall put every effort. I thought it was like a new word that this game tends to like have. This game has so many like crazy words in it, I would not be surprised. That's all we ask, take these tools. Don't you worry, Geppetto. Do you know someone called Geppetto? Are you perhaps like a Pinocchio wooden boy? Now introduce yourself to anyone who looks busy and ask if you can help. They'll be happy to teach you what to do in exchange for another pair of hands to do it. Wait, this is just your way to make us do manual labor? Let us meet back here later to share what we've learned. Okay. What a lovely noise. This won't do. The wind will go right through it, and me without my needles and sinew. Here, have a mending kit. A box containing bone needles, sinew, scraps of hide, and other helpful mending equipments. Enjoy, fellow Catman. Oh, these are precisely what I needed. Should be able to patch up the covering now. Given how often we pack up and reassemble our tents, they're bound to get the occasional tear. Fortunately, the Devonic hide they're made of is durable enough that we generally don't need to worry. God, I love the lighting in this area. So pretty. Oh my goodness! The boy with the bloodshot. Oh, he looks like he does not look happy right now. Why do they have... They look crazy. Afraid I finished my task for the time being, but since you're so eager to learn about our way of life, why don't I tell you a bit about our migration customs? If you're here, you'll likely already know that the Devonic are our Hetso, our guides, that we travel with through the turning of the seasons. We trust them to lead us to fertile lands with all we need to survive. I don't think you're ever going to leave the spot, guys. Just want to let you guys know that. Even as time moves on, your crystal is always going to be here. But you may not know that sometimes a herd splits into two, bound for different paths. On those occasions we Hetso must also part of half our number. You may think it a strange and stressful custom, but over the years it has seen us visit new lands and broaden our horizons as a people. This, too, is the wisdom of the Hetso. Or we like take you to like a poisonous swamp or something, or like, I don't know, somewhere bad. Or if they take you to the dome. I don't think you can enter the dome unless you go for Vanguard though, to be fair. Ruffled Ronick! Oh my goodness! I would love to. As he stroked Devonick's coat, he noticed that the many portions are shaggy and tangled. This one's fur is a bit overgrown, but a good brushing should thin it out. Would like to give it a try? You'll need the right tool for the job. Mind you, a comb of the type you're used to would just get lost in the tangle, like as not. Oh my god. Big fur brush! A sturdy brush suitable for grooming even the fluffiest of Ronick. Oh, the fluffiest of boys! Ah! Geppetto sent a Ronick brush with you, did he? How like him. Now just run it through one little patch at a time, gently. Don't get jealous, Alpha, don't get jealous, it's fine. You dutifully brush Devonick until your arms grow weary from the prolonged battle with his coat. It appears much tidier now, but the same cannot be said for your clothes, which required a new coat of their own. No! My cowboy outfit! Well done. With less excess fur, our friend here will be more comfortable in the afternoon heat, and less susceptible to illness. A combed coat also makes it easier for us to identify injuries should the need arise. That This would take like a 2 hours to do. I don't think we were standing there for 2 hours. Maybe we were. Anime 2 hours. You gotta kind of remember with certain things in this game and a lot of like Japanese RPGs. There's always like an element of cinematic to cutscenes where events play out in a time different to what you would expect. Like, for example, in the scene where Glow dies, I'm not a big fan of it because there's no agency in the characters. They just stand there watching him die. But I think the way they wanted that scene to come across is that with Zoraal waking up, that happens in an instant. It doesn't take 50,000 years where it does in the cutscene. I think it's meant to be he gets up and immediately stabs him. It's just slowed down for dramatic effect. But it's not well directed in my opinion because it just makes it look stupid. And the characters are really dumb for letting him die. It's not like Hawkthorne where he jumped in front of the blast that was about to kill me. And it happened in like an instant, basically. Oh my goodness, it's a small one! You're learning about the Hetsera way of life, are you? I may have a thing or two to share, but rather than talking your ear off, let me test your power deduction. I find answers much easier to recall later if I arrived at them myself. Ahem. Our Hetsera provide us with something that we use in medicine, poultices and soap, to drive away pests and to sustain our fires. What is it? Is it dung again? Sounds like there's a story there. But that is indeed the correct answer. Yay! I finally got it right! Discovered myriad uses for Vonic chips over time. Oh god, don't call it that. It's a boon to the way of life. Where there is a need, our Hetsera always provides. Terrible. It's always dung. It always is. You smell of the grass and the wind, and also poop. Which is a good thing, I promise. You can nearly be mistaken for one of us. You even look the part. I have to wonder how Val Koana is getting on. I assumed he would be reluctant to get his hands dirty, but it seems his wish to understand this was sincere. Ah, there he is now. Oh, the glass is still intact. Yeah, they are. Oh my goodness. I just wish his eyes weren't so crazy, then he'd be adorable. Apologies for my tardiness. I was tasked with grazing the Vonic and ended up rather far afield. Found myself wandering hither and thither at my companion's inclination. Horses back to the trail seemed inappropriate. But was that word inappropriate? Yeah, it was. Have you anything to share? Yeah, I found out they use poop again. Now there's a story there. Hetsera life revolves around the Vonic, but in turn the people receive all they need. Vonic will show members of the community as important as family. Yeah, I like that second one. It's about family. Indeed. The Vonic provide for the Hetsera, and in turn the Hetsera are goods to the Vonic, just as family should be. Well, that's not the only way. But at times I lack the experience to know otherwise. My inability to conceive how a decision might be right does not mean that it is wrong. I like that. That's a very good way of, like, you know, summing up Kona's character. My parents had a duty to Vonic, as they did to me. And so, I wonder if their leaving me behind was not so selfish as I once believed. I have no way to know, of course, and regardless, this has no bearing on our present concerns. We are here in service of the people of Tural, after all. Nevertheless, I thank you for helping me to find deeper meaning in what we've done today. And I will endeavour to remain curious, especially as the Hetsera are concerned. I'm glad to hear that, Val Koana. You're welcome among our herd anytime. Cute. I enjoyed that. That was a fun little quest line. Wild banana blend. Delicious. Sign me up. The warmth of family. Kona appears loath to part from his Vonic companion. Oh, has he got a new friend? Oh. Voice cutscene? The eyes are crazy, like Resident Evil 2 eye. Resident. Oh, Kona, how did it go? I believe I finally understand the significance of the head cell. They nourish the head sorrow as they grow and provide warmth and companionship in a harsh and unpredictable world. They are the equal of any man, not beast to be tamed. Moreover, Vonic are sensitive. Though they may treat their injuries or brush their coats to keep them hale, they must ever be free to follow their instincts and seek land where they might thrive. Hetzara would never cage them, and neither should we. To control their migratory patterns or capture those who would wander too close to the tracks is out of the question. Then it is particularly important to advance our original line of inquiry. Fortunately, we were able to visit Vonic's once favoured grazing grounds. As we were told, the grass looks fine, but the place is too quiet. So does the Vonic. Even the birds and field mice have fled. We did encounter one pack of Ceratoraptors, but they had looked to be passing through in a hurry. Typically, just that sort of a behaviour in the fauna would be associated with natural disasters. Earthquakes and landslides and the like what we had when the dome first appeared. Wordhead Sarah would have surely put two and two together were the cause geological. I measured the area's ether to be certain. There was indeed nothing to suggest recent environmental disruption, but I did notice one anomaly. A strong etheric signature to the east, moving across the plain, albeit slowly. Large animal, perhaps? What do you think, Kona? Given where we are, I believe we are dealing with a powerful beast. A bit of perhaps given a local fauna's behaviour. One of the raptors we saw looked like it had a bite taken out of its tail, but something with very large fangs. Oh, do you know? It couldn't be. To a head so. To a head so. Vonic Reaver in the common tongue. Our people have several names of such creatures. Fangs that steal Hetso in the night is another evocative one. Vonic can fend off many predators with their horns, but not the Hetso. Their scales are tough as adamant, and neither horn nor arrow can pierce them. Do you know about this, Aranville? A well-toothed carnivore with a usually tough hide. I cannot recall any such fauna in this region. Is it a Tolvajal? They usually roam the wilds in the northeast, and most herds keep well clear of them. I can't tell you why this one is so far from home and has packed both. In any case, I believe the source of Vonic's consternation is clear, as is our next move. We must show this Reaver away, that they might return to their grazing lands in peace. Okay, we can do that. Oh my goodness! I just saw something! I'm gonna cry! Never fear. We will make certain that the beast threaten you no more. Aranville, you better not leave this cutscene because I'm gonna go look at your back again to confirm. I'm gonna cry. If that is what I think it was. Oh, Kashia. Oh, jeez. That makes me sad. One of the most hard-hitting scenes in the entire expansion was that scene at the end of Dawn Trail. Jesus. Those Vonic Reavers must have a hefty set of teeth, but I'm not worried we fought worse. I'm not worried we fought worse. There you go, read it properly, Flower. Be a powerful creature behaving unusually. Left to its devices, it may well become a Tolvajal to tend to it ere that happens. You play that flute, buddy. You play that flute with your mouth. Definitely. You're definitely playing that flute. Kona wishes to do a bow instance with me. The Ronick Reaver is a clear threat to the local population. We cannot allow it to roam unchecked. It won't do for us to go running off in search of it. We're having proper preparations. If others return from across the plain having spotted it, they may be able to inform us of its recent behaviour and where it might be spotted. Your progress for the upcoming battle will be saved at certain points. In the event that you're defeated, you will try again for the most recent of these. Please note that if you enter battle associated with no request to log out of game, this progress is lost. No. I am ready. That's cool that they have like checkpoints. I appreciate that. But that was level 100. I don't know how high level we are. We're level 704.
Oh my goodness. They're great.
Oh?
Help! Help!
Uh-oh.
Odura Hetsu is coming this way!
Kinda got it right to Hetsu. No! Let the Warrior of Light deal with this. Or the former Warrior of Light.
It has beasts across the plains in a panic, and our Ronick are practically paralyzed.
It's Ronick? I thought it was Ronick.
Them to safety.
We can assist by helping to calm the creatures. Once they're less agitated, it should be possible to hurt them.
And after they're out of harm's way, we'll deal with the Ronick Reaver.
I suggest you remain here to attend to the Ronick when they arrive.
Yeah, that's another typo. Ronick Reaver. I saw that at a split second.
They'll be safe with me. Please, be careful out there.
Don't you worry, surrogate father. I'll be okay. Let's go, boys! Time for our cutie instant to get one of these, to be fair.
Make haste! We must protect the Ronick!
Is this like the herding minigame from Twilight Princess? No, wait, right behind you. Somebody already got voice acting for this scenes though. Let's play the Hetsu alright. Oh my god, okay. Big area to explore, huh? There's one, I see it. Oh, there's one over here. Oh, I'm coming to help!
There they are!
Oh shit, fuck, I forgot I moved where my camera is.
They're terrified. We must do what we can to soothe them.
Hey, it's alright. It's alright. I get more work because of the Warrior of Light, I guess. Hey, Anvil. Oh, you're here to help me. Okay, never mind. Good job, guys. You did it. Ah! Fucking flicks off your tail. Ah!
That herd should be alright. Let's look for stragglers.
Yeah, I kind of got his voice right-ish. Oh, we're going that way. So I didn't know where we were going to go. But I can do this. I've got an idea. Ha!
The Ronick are to rally too.
They waited for me.
None shall be left behind.
Oh, they are stampeding. Hi.
There must be something up ahead. Come.
There. I'm gonna turn the game down a little bit just for this fight.
These are no match for the likes of us.
Oh well, yeah, they are screwed. Well, that'd be a lot harder, but no, it's quite easy. What was that? Who did that?
In a panic was clearly an understatement.
They like coordinated their attack, all these monsters. Well, it might be Kona, those like weird Charlene of moves. Yeah, it is. Oh my god, look at him! It's bringing out the full artillery. Okay, get into one of them. Oh, campfire. Okay, I didn't realize I could. Oh shit! No, they're going to beat me to killing the thing. No, come on. Blast window. There we go, nice. Alpha alligator. Oh my god. Running in. Meow, 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 meow. Right, okay, we're going to fuck the thing up. Flat Foot Friday. You fucking loser. Oh my god, 4 gators. 4 gators. Kill the gators, guys. Oh, okay, no, Kona's dealing with it. Okay, never mind. Oh, Kona, yeah! I know what the hell you just did, but good job, buddy. I'm enjoying the game's combat right now. But it's nice to return to this every so often and do more Goon playing.
It seems that did the trick.
Cowboys.
For the fodder at least. But where's...
Yeah, where's the Sasatu Watu, whatever it's called? Oh, bye. Ooh. Wait. That's the boss you fight on the hill. In this area, that's like one of the raid bosses. I don't think we can fight that, guys.
Scales and wicked fangs. That's a Rona Griever, and no mistake.
How did that one get separated? Oh no!
There! That one there!
No, his glasses! Kona, your glasses! No! You can't get glasses until you allow.
Not so fast!
I don't know what you think was going to happen there, but you at least stopped it. Good job.
Even should it cost me my life.
No, you always... Okay, what happened to being the vow of reason, you muppet? If you die, who's going to... Can't just be Wakla Bat.
Save the head saw!
Oh, hit it on his forehead. I didn't like that.
Kona, are you all right?
I am also here.
Yourself with me. Get Ironek to safety.
Oh.
There. You've nothing to fear.
No, it's seen shit like there's a entire life flash before his eyes. Okay, I how do you know when it gets calmed down?
Right. Let's finish the job.
Okay.
Cat squad. Oh, what's that face, Rahana? It looks like a dork face. Don't do that ever again.
I made a vow to our people. You shall plague them no longer.
Oh yeah! Go, Kona! Yeah! Defeat the Tall Hetso. Go!
You'll find the vow of reason is not without resolve.
Oh! What fucking hard line! Oh my god! Cody, you can't just fucking say that!
Not even a scratch.
Yeah, we're not doing a whole lot of damage to this thing.
I need some time to think, will you?
Okay.
Must have a weakness, and I will find it.
Don't worry, if we beat this boss, I'll get an echo and it'll tell me what happened to your family, probably. Oh shit. Yeah, move, Kona. You can't do your research like that and get die.
I need time.
I'm trying to keep it busy.
Right. Go for the legs.
I don't think the leg has any positionals, so we're fine. Oh, okay, what's this move then? Ah! Oh, Kona! I'll do that to you too, bitch! Yeah, give it the stench. It's got machinist moves, I think. Right, I see that's quitting the fire moves. Got it. Well, there was a donut on the ground there for a second, but no, there wasn't one. The ground looks a little too similar to like a damage indicator. I just realized it's very orange. Okay, use your chains. There you go. Come on, Kona, we need that brain of yours. Stop using your buzzsword. Think, Kona, for fuck's sake.
Protective current of ether.
He's using scan.
Whence does it flow?
Kona. This is such a cool attack. Can I help? Am I meant to be helping here? Okay, good. Let's save my blast window until we can actually damage it. Ah! This is our best chance.
One well-placed piercing round to the chest and... You're done for!
Yeah! Kona! We done?
That stemmed the flow of protective ether.
I kind of like a Shinryu-esque chest there. I noticed that. I don't think we're done. I think it's gonna try and kill us still, but yeah, good job, Kona. That was awesome. We fucking use machinist skills. Machinists are gonna be so happy they now have a person in their group. It's weird that he has machinist skills. That's a Itchguard thing, not a Charlian thing. So you think he'd have like Sage or something? New moves? Okay, this is this move. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, okay. It's fine. Right. That is a little not good. Okay. Please come on me, please come on me, thank you. Cat family! Yeah, cat family! So good cat family. Fucking Kona! Machinist is such a crazy class. Stop it! I don't want to stand near you, it's crazy. It's breaking my immersion. Aether call. Oh, is it time for like a...
We must disperse that ether ere the river recovers it.
Yeah, it's a it's like the chrysalis.
This is going to hurt.
Ow. Yeah, can you grab more orbs? I grabbed like 6 of them, guys. There's more. Okay, hold on. Like this time, grab more orbs from that, please. I beg you. Ow. Oh my god. Kona! You fucking cheapskate! You know, lazy shits! They only grab. No, it's dead, it's dead, it's dead, it's dead. We don't need to do it again. You're kind of bad. It was in the wrong area. I wanted to live.
We did it.
Lead.
The Etso, are they?
The Ronek have all made it to Mehua Hetsuan. Hunters are scouring the area for any remaining threats. But the local fauna appear to have calmed down.
Nice job, Anvil. Cat family picture right there.
I cannot thank you enough for your timely aid. You, most of all, bow of reason. We feared you would be loath to take direct action, but you didn't hesitate to put your life on the line.
I guess, yeah, we didn't do the first. I will say, personally, I think that was kind of silly, but yes, I'm glad he jumped in the way of the Ronek and made sure it didn't die. But if he did die, we would have lost the vow of reason, and Toliala would probably suffer because of it. I think in this case, it kind of makes sense that he might not be that as selfless as we want him to be, but he could have done anything else outside of jumping in front of it and almost dying. Well, we did die. Wilkamatt would have to, she's always said she can't fall on her own.
I did no more than is a Dawn servant's duty.
I guess this is something that Galol Jar Jar would have probably also done. But you're also not Galol Jar Jar, Kona.
The ethereal conductivity of those scales is astounding. I dare say we could repurpose them to create a device that emits controlled pulses of ether.
Okay.
Ether resembling that of the predator the Ronek fear most.
Oh, so we can stop from going for certain areas. Like barriers.
It might work. If we struck the right balance, we would have the means to deter the Ronek from approaching the railroad without causing them undue distress.
Yeah, I guess so. It would still cause them distress, but less stress.
Incredible! Kona, you've done it again.
Yeah. That's a good shot too. Oh, good camera angles in his expansion so far, in his patch so far. They really put the work in for this.
These again. Still haven't forgotten the last one, and it's been more than 20 years now.
Okay, now we're going to get the lore. Echo time.
Come as a traitor to the camp in Lozeni Hetta, a camp that was obliterated in an instant by that monster.
Wait, that's the camp I come from.
Lozeni Hetta. That's where the Pelu Pelu trader found me as a babe.
So, yeah, the Ronek Hunter, Reaper, you were in the same village. Okay, I'm kind of glad it wasn't an echo, actually. Because that would have been, like, too convenient.
As I said,
we
had traveled there to trade with our fellow Hetzaro. Like us, they followed the Ronek. And like us, they were visited by a Reaver. The fiend struck like a whirlwind in the night. It was chaos. I grabbed some token belongings and bolted in a panic, thinking only of getting as far away as possible. But even in my panicked state, I could not help but notice the young couple racing the other way, toward the fell creature.
Okay. Again? Parties. I know we might be like, Flower, that's cruel and selfish. And you have a baby, a child who, if you run towards this thing and let the Ronek get hurt or killed, is going to get abandoned and not grow up without his parents. You kind of have to choose which one is more important in that case. I personally think the baby's more important, but that's just me. Same with the thing back there. If Kona had died to this thing, no more valid reason.
Will distracted, I heard one cry. Save our son! Save the Hetzo! After that, nothing but the
well, if they were going to distract it, I guess. I thought they were going to try and save the Ronek, but no, if they're trying to get everyone else away, then that makes more sense.
As the sun broke the horizon, I found myself separated.
It's good we found the one person who was here during this entire event.
Windborne words say that a group of survivors reunited with their remaining Ronek and have long since moved on. But still more were never seen again, including the brave couple.
I wonder if that brave couple is Kona's parents. Wow. Even he has the same blood as the selfless parents.
What became of their child?
Obvious what became of their child, Kona, come on.
I'm afraid I don't know. But if he wasn't with the survivors, even if he lived through that night, the wilderness wouldn't have been kind to a little one out on his lonesome.
I mean, the parents wouldn't have known that. They might have thought he would have gotten away with everyone else. But there's still a high chance he would have died.
Maybe not. But perhaps a passing Pelu would. And one day, even a Dawn servant himself.
Kona, why are you shocked, Rahana? It's really fucking obvious.
All these years, I was convinced that my parents had left me behind to follow after the Ronek.
They did, to a certain extent, but I wouldn't say it was a selfless sacrifice. I'm sorry, I don't agree it was. Maybe I'm misinterpreting the actual thing here, but they told them, please grab our baby, without any inclination they were actually going to grab their child. Did they both have to sacrifice themselves? Couldn't one of them have run with Kona?
But now I see. They didn't abandon
Oh no, not this music, fuck off.
They were trying to keep me safe.
I like how good the glass deformation in his glasses is.
I've wasted so much time resenting them, when in truth, they gave me everything I have today.
Like, it's not just like a JPEG, it's actually like, you can actually see it's cracked at some parts, the glass is kind of in and out of parts of it.
It is thanks to them that I live to know the warmth of family.
Right.
Even after they
I
were
won't
gone.
bring up the Zoralia stuff, but I will say... Okay, and I won't. I won't say it. I know I explained there's a lot during the main playthrough, but it's fine. I'll hold off. I'll hold off on criticizing stuff. Okay, let's continue. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I don't fully get behind the sacrifice thing. I don't like it. Sorry. I think this whole event is a little too convenient. Like, we didn't need to give more reason to give Kona to be the Dawn Servant. I think it would have been more interesting if it was more treated as a tragedy rather than just it being a savior thing, which has been an ever-present message in Dawn Trail. I think we need to mix up the themes a little bit more, otherwise it does become repetitive. For example, if Galuljar's mother is actually evil, like a mad scientist, I will be fully down because that's very different. And it would show that he can be better despite his parents. And in the case of that cutscene, it's fine. I'm glad that Kona's getting more stuff to do, even if it does become, now I know the true reason of being the head of reason. And if my parents can do it, so can I. Even though he's already proven himself multiple times. I could have been the same Reaver, you're not wrong, Wooklamat. To know that the head serf safe is more than enough. Yet, would it be wrong to hope that, in protecting them, we also avenged my parents? It is the least I owe to them, after all this time. Rahana, I thank you for standing by me, as Dawn Servant and as oft imperfect man beneath that mantle. Now, let us return our attention to matters we came here to address, shall we? We have removed the root cause of the Vonnegut straying from their favoured grazing, and obtained the tools to derive an additional precautionary measure, a silent whistle, as it were. This whistle must be capable of emitting pulses of ether strong enough that they'll try away from the tracks on instinct, yet not so strong as to drive them into a panic. If we can achieve this, it will be far better than a traditional whistle, more effective and less stressful for the creature themselves. Thumbs up. Let us return to Shaloni Station and begin work on it. Then, Waliko and his crew will doubtlessly be relieved to finally have a solution. Alright. I'll see you guys later. It was fun being in this camp. Feels like we're getting a whole bunch of the questions, mostly focused on Tolialau, out of the way. Like, we're getting Kona's backstory, we're getting Galuljar's backstory. It feels like we're not going to be spending as much time in Toral as we would think. And I'm wondering if the next content, the big stuff coming up next, is going to be the focus for the majority of the patch content. Because there is something to note. Are we going to be getting trials in the MSQ like last time? Because before that, they saved the trials for their own storyline during the patch content. Like the Garlemald Ultimate Weapon stuff, the Four Lords, the Warring Triad. In this case, we might be getting that, we might not be. It entirely depends. I have no idea how they're going to be handling the patch stuff. Are we going to be getting another retread of a Final Fantasy game like of the Void stuff in Final Fantasy IV? This train will be ready in no time. I always carry a spare spectacles or two, so it can be difficult to find replacements outside the city. You wouldn't believe how many I went through during the Rise Succession. Oh my god, you absolute nerd. A variety of artisans from across Toral have come to assist with the railroad, so I foresaw no difficulty in creating the whistle that Kona proposed. You just did it immediately? Like, we just have it now, I guess. Ah, you look pleased about something. Good news for the railroad, I take it. So the Vonnegut were avoiding a predator. Smart ones they are. Valkona's not too bad himself. Or with whistle idea. Sit tight, we'll have this track on the trains before you know it. Track on the trains, Flower. You fucking idiot. Actual twat. What is that doing?
We're ready to go.
Yay! Wait, is it only that? What about another carriage? Incredible. Yeah, they're resolving a lot of stuff right now in the plot.
She looks as good as new.
If I had time to do a proper job, could have really made her shine. Had to cobble together the exterior with spare parts. We refurbished the interior, though. Not that you can appreciate it from out here. But as far as the Ronek are concerned, we've spared no effort.
It's now running on electric cerulean fuel. Look at this fucking greasy hair. Is it gonna get cowboy wax out here?
Every bit of the track, so she'll run quiet as a field mouse.
You and your crew have worked wonders. Our nation is in your debt.
Here, have tacos on us.
Come now. If anything, credit's due to Tuliyollal. It's thanks to the folk you recruited from every corner of the continent that we were able to get her up and running so quickly.
I love the framing of this shot. God, the directing is good in this patch so far.
Besides, the ethereal whistle's the true marvel. And we wouldn't have that without the scales you brought us. However grateful you are, know that we're even more.
We take a lot of the camera direction for granted, I feel, in this game. And even in Dawn Trail, I think it looked really good. And they've just only gone better at it. There are people out there who say this expansion is worse than A Realm Reborn. And I'm just sitting there like, have you played A Realm Reborn recently? Because everything is bad. Dungeon design, characters, character directing, actual shot composition, music is not as good as the later expansions either. I think there's some good pieces in there, but it's not overall really that interesting. It's just like, what have you been smoking to think that A Realm Reborn is worse than is better than this? It isn't. But also good if I say Stormblood's not as good as this. Again, shot composition, how it looks, always has gone better, I think.
Right. If we're done talking, let's put this train through our paces.
Yeah! Cat family. So many cats! This game's just a cat game now. Johanna loves it. Look at her, oh, come on, she's so excited. Are we gonna drive it? Oh. Well, that's how we were gonna get to Vanguard. Yeah, very quiet train. Very quiet. I guess it's a more quiet train now. Oh, there it goes. Bye, Kona. Bye. There are no doors. He said they made the interior better, but there's no doors. Oh my god.
There's a Ronek up ahead.
Now, to test our whistle.
I feel like you should always have the whistle on, is all I'm going to say. I'd never turn it off.
On it. Just point it in the general direction and...
Oh. Heh, we scared it. The best way to handle it, I feel. Oh.
Meanwhile, our friends over there appear wholly unperturbed.
Very good, very convenient. Yeah! Yeah! They need sound effects. Come on, get around the board like yells. Low budget yells.
With this, we can alert those who wander too close without disturbing the rest of the herd.
A roaring success! In a quiet way, like.
Whoa, whoa, that was a very delayed smile, Kona. Can't get over the fucking emotes.
Then with your permission, Vow of Reason, the Shaktaral Railroad is back in service.
Yeah, the trolley problem has been solved. With that, I believe our work here is done. The fine people of Shaktaral Railing can take it from here. Now anyone will be able to come and go from the dome as they please. I can't wait to spread the word in Alexandria. I expected to be. Oh wait, I'm reading the dialogue. I just realised that I shouldn't be doing this. Trying to save my voice by not reading the flavor text. Wait, what was that? Wait, what was that? 3 rides on the train. For a while there, we were real worried that we'd never get the railroad running again. But now that the test drive was a success, we can breathe easy and start hauling people to and from the dome. Barcelona, and then the continent. Watch out, actor, out here we come. I share the sentiment, but we've got a mountain of work ahead of us to ensure smooth operations. Time to get back to it. The efforts of all here I'm not going to notice. Once more, I thank you. I am curious how you're going to get the train inside of Yggdrasil, considering that area has lightning constantly. As for our own work, I trust you can handle matters in Alexandria, Lamity. Indeed, I think it's time for more plot revelations, more family revelations. They should have called this like Family Revelations, the expansion. The patch. Crossroads. Oh, this is the final patch. Okay, got it. Never wanted to stand still looking while I was ready to race back to Alexandria. What happened to Backle Jar Jar? He appears on the cover picture. We haven't seen him at all. Well, it's possible that Shell's made some headway by now, and regardless, we could spread word that the railroad's been restored to service. Shell, what do you have her working on? We're finding out about Gologjar's parents. Gologjar's mother. Oh. I feel the same in his boots. Have felt the same. Some questions are painful to leave unanswered. There's no cause to look at me like that. The cashier we met was merely a simulacrum, but our memory was real. Oh, now they're showing it. Okay, right. I needn't search for what you left behind, because you left it with me, and I'll carry it always. Speaking of things you're carrying, is that a teeny tiny cashier? What? No, it is. It's so little. It is merely a token from Alexandria. Our friends in Oblivion would not take no for an answer, and I thought it was as good a souvenir as any. Whatever you say. For what it's worth, I think it's a nice way to bring her with you on your travels. I think it's cute. Such an awkward little, fussy little bun. Yes, well, you're off to the dome now, aren't you? I thought I might join you for a time, see if there's all I can do for the people there. Might change though it is. I still consider it my home. Of course, we can give you the full story on the way. A plotline I really wish they did more with, to be honest. I really wish they did more with Erenville knowing Yggdrasil and having kind of a more gauged reaction to it. Instead of what they did is they had him on the back burner until living memory. I really wish they didn't do that. And maybe make him the primary focus of Solution 9 and put Lugumat on the back burner for that part and have him come with us and find out about Speen. I just think it kind of dampens the other characters when they don't get the required screen time which they deserve. I think one thing that the writers can learn from this expansion is don't put all your horses on one character. Because while I do love Matt, there needs to be more variety. Especially for a 40-hour expansion. Heading to the back room? Yes. Well, hello everyone. I have returned from my... Oh, hold on. He's looking ready to do some cutscenes. Oh my god, I didn't realize that the sunglasses. What the hell? Kind of like that look. I'm going to keep him wearing this for a bit. I think that's kind of cool looking. Must be exhausted. Shall I nip out for an energy tonic? Maybe. Oh, of course he would. And was wearing his cashier. That makes me happy. Yeah. Yeah, would be happy seeing that. Again, that whole scene floored me. I don't know why it hit me so much, but it did. And then we made a trolley, and then Conan nearly died. It was crazy. Wait, Conan nearly died? A simple yet elegant solution, and thus is the railroad back in operation. Meanwhile, Cheryl has nearly finished processing the data. She'll be able to share findings imminently. Oh my god! I'm interacting something, I gather. Why, Tola, what brings you here? I've seen enough of the gate and the Skydeep Summit for now, so I'm shifting my investigation to living memory. While here, I thought it would do well to have the company of an expert on electrope. Oh, you're gonna invite Cheryl with you? It's gonna become Zero 2.0. I'd like to take a closer look at the place myself. I can join you once we're finished here. Aye. Oh god, that's the look of someone who wants me with them right now. Lest you fear forgotten that once I've made headway of living memory, the key in your company shall be the next subject of my scrutiny. There's literally nothing we can do to stop her from taking it. She would beat us up.
There was a mountain of data to sift through, much of it tantalizing, I admit.
A tantal.
But it will take time to fully decrypt everything that piques my interest. So, to answer our immediate question, I've been concentrating my efforts on the audio saved by Tayshul Jah herself. While I've not listened to it yet, I have a selection ready for playback.
No, I feel like you should have listened to it beforehand. Let's not give the kid any more trauma, shall we?
Yes, please.
All right. Several audio files will now play in sequence.
Fucking fuck off, Final Fantasy 14. Several audio files are now playing in sequence. Please set aside efficient time to watch it in its entirety. That was such a good meta joke. I hope that is a meta joke because that's amazing. I don't like the. I think this is going to go very poorly. I think the mother is likely deaded.
My name is Tayshul Jah. And I decided to record this to help me put my thoughts in order, I suppose. Mother? Officially I was a Chirurgeon with the Lance Guard. I was part of a contingent dispatched to Ysulani to hunt a Tural Vidral that was wreaking havoc. After our mission was complete, I elected to remain. It was the perfect opportunity to document the geographic distribution of medicinal herbs in this region.
Considering your fascination with Zol Jar, I'm surprised you didn't go back with him.
Or so I said when requesting special dispensation. In truth, I could not bear to return to Turyulal.
Why?
I had hoped to aid Commander Zoral Jah in the right of succession, but he did not so much as look my way. I was never in contention, of course, one of the nameless many in his army.
Why?
To go back and face that reality was too much for me, so I ran. And in my cowardice, I stumbled upon this path. A path that changed my life. When the dome appeared, I found myself trapped within, and reunited with my commander.
I don't like where this is going, man. I hate how she refers to him. Say it?
How am I to speak of Commander Zoral Jah?
Oh, he's so dreamy.
I admired him. His incontestable strength, his unwavering focus. He was A man of great passions. I watched him, captivated by his intensity. From afar, I would not dare approach. And in watching, I came to know him.
You didn't know. I feel like everyone did that.
His eyes too sought the distance, but not as mine did. He yearned not for another, but something else, beyond the horizon.
You got all that from this?
That gaze would never fall upon me. I knew. I knew.
Whoa!
The experiment will soon proceed to its next phase, and when it does, as
Oh! He will give me a child, because I want a child with him. I need a child.
Have my heart's desire.
They are leaving so much in subtext right now.
Today. It should have been today. A new beginning. What I have dreamed of for so long. I hold a future in my arms. If he could see him, embrace him, surely that would be enough.
No, I don't think it would be. He literally throttled the kid when he first saw him.
So full of hope I was. A foolish hope.
Oh, I just realized something. And yeah, this is a terrifying concept. What if he only had the child to prove to Zoraal that they can be together as a family? That means Golgari was not wanted by his mother, nor his father. That is fucked up.
Its scales are blue.
Is this like a fantasy? What would have happened, maybe? I love you forever, and we will have a lovely family together.
He's your son.
Wait, is that how children are made? I feel like that's what Zoraal would say.
No, I can't.
His legacy. Golgari is not something he probably wanted, right?
I don't know how. How could I? How? To raise a child, be a father. I don't. I can't. No! No! Get it away from me. Get that thing away from me!
Did we hear that in the audio log?
It's all right, little one. Papa was just surprised. That's all.
There's a lot to unpack from it, and I think it's an interesting situation, right? Because he seemed generally distraught over the possibility of having a kid, because it would imply to him that he can't prove himself through his own power, that everything he has lived up until that point has been a complete lie, and he can't handle that prospect. So he shut himself away from the child, and then he realized on his deathbed that legacy is what he should have been looking for, and he should have been trying to, you know, have a good, proper future with his family. I think that's an interesting arc they're you know, going through here.
He'll come around. We'll be a happy family.
I think Teal Shahar does care about her kid, but he also did it to be a family with Zoraal as well.
Kaniloka shouting for me. The research hasn't been going well, but I can't let him take it out on my baby. Hush now, little one. I know just where I do.
With Otis. That's it.
That's all of them.
I'd really think we should have re-watched them before showing them to the kid, but it's fine. Give him a hug.
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the Drift Downs a few years ago.
Alright, show me Kashir, make me feel even more sad now. Otis found him. If it wasn't for Otis, he wouldn't have survived.
We know some manner of accident happened at the facility after this was recorded. Perhaps your mother couldn't come back for you.
Okay, Shale, just lay it on thick, why don't you? The kid!
Hey, Gololcha.
I'm fine, Lamachi.
How are you fine?
Father and mother, they were both so lonely.
It's an interesting situation. I like it. I like the whole dynamic there. They both was trapped in their own loneliness. That's actually a part of Zoraal Ja I didn't even think about. The fact that because of his heritage and his birth, he feels different to every other Mamalja, different to everything else, and he feels trapped by that, not able to really escape that, and he has to prove himself that his birth was correct, and that he is allowed to exist. And then the mother, Tisha Ja, in this case anyway, it's implied that she could only find her happiness in Zoraal Ja, and he wanted to prove her worth to him. So the only way she could think to do that was by having the child. But in the end, neither of them came together. And there could have been a universe out there where the two maybe did come together and had a family. But because of fucking Sphene and Alexandria, all that shit going down, it just led to decay. Like, how many years into that was that? Like, 20? He has spent the last 20 years stewing in his own anger and frustration, and that probably led to him wanting to kill his father and everything else in that regard. And then, when finally presented with his son, he was sitting there like, no, my mission is to become the strongest. I can't think about this. Kind of reminds me of Vegeta from Dragon Ball. A little bit, like Trunks. I can't have a child. I can't think about that.
Maybe they wouldn't have been. But sometimes things don't work out, no matter how
Give the
hard
kid a
you
hug,
try.
man. Who's this guy in the background, like, looking at servers right now? Like, remove him from the fucking scene! Man.
I can't tell if I'm happier now.
I don't think you don't have to be. At least you know who your mother was.
But it's better to know, I think. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, what a good little child. Hug. Yay! Good job, Wicklamat. He will have a happy upbringing, loved by everyone. Oh, we're done, I guess. What a mess. Okay, cute. There's a chance the two might have found each other after the competition. Think about it, if Sphene never existed, Zoraal Ja would have probably been angry that he lost the competition, but it might have been able to bring him back around. He wouldn't have been powerful enough. There was a chance he would have eventually went to go fight his father and died, like what happened in the actual MSQ, and then he was resurrected. But there's also a chance he might have sought out Tisha Ja, and he might have had a happy ending in this case, but no. Because of Sphene, it's fine. I think Sphene is a good character, but one of the reasons I'm not a big fan of her is like Emmett Selk is he never owns up to her misdeeds until the very end, and part of that is basically she manipulates someone who's, you know, not mentally stable when it comes to their honor and their duty and their resolve, and just took that person, turned them into that monster. Basically. And I thought that Papa was the best father anyone. Remember, like the flower, he's the one who sought out the Golden City. Sphène's the one who opened the door. And yes, she was desperate to try and find some means to come back. She needed someone like him, but like, What were you saying? You may find it hard to believe, but until the Vial of Succession, Zoraal was a good brother to me, always, and I thought the Papa was the best father anyone could ask for. I didn't want to think the time we spent together with family was a lie, but at the same token, spending us with brother Papa was all too real. So they were good brothers and sisters. Well, you need to show that, game. Show, don't tell, in this case. You do have me, Gulo'ja, don't worry. I am glad that Tisho Jar did care for Gulo'ja. I was worried that he didn't, but he looks like he did. This whole part pisses me off. Not looking at as a character, but the fact that they keep, like, shying away from this vulnerability aspect of this character. They don't mention how their upbringing was, and this is something that they could have shown in an echo or a flashback. All it needed was one scene, like have like them being a happy family, like having like, I don't know, a family dinner or something, and then we cut to Zoraal on his own, contemplating his family and being like why he believes he can't have this, and he needs to fight for become the Dawn Servant. That's all he needed really. But the game kept shying away from it, and for us to really like the characters of Welcome and Kona, we need to see them as people who are flawed individuals, and I think they even mentioned at one point that they should have tried to be there more for their brother. It kind of makes it difficult, considering they act like, oh, we're trying to help everyone, we want to help everyone around us, and they didn't even do that for fucking their brother. I don't know, it's weird to me. It's an argument that is one of the reasons why Dawn Trail kind of suffers for me, because I could just imagine what an interesting plot line would have come out of that if they had actually spent the time to develop it, and not just making a one-dimensional villain for all of Dawn Trail until the very end. It's better to know a profound response for one so young. Maybe I'll adopt him and he'll become my pupil, but I wish he didn't have to. Gulo'ja is indeed wise beyond his years. Wait, I'm talking to Y'shtola. Oh, right. But I wish he didn't have to. Gulo'ja is wise and beyond his years. Yet one never outgrows the need for dependable companions. It's fortunate he has you.
Thank you, Shale. Because of you—
I guess too childish.
Thank you, Shale. Because of you, I got to hear my mother's whole story.
You heard it because you were brave enough to listen, Gulo'ja. Remember one thing. Remember that. He is a brave boy. The shame we can't see him, like, grow up in this game. It's the same with the Heavensward, like, Ishgard. We don't get to see their whole future. And I think that's kind of bittersweet in the regard, but it's also quite nice. Now then, having shared what I can present, I am ready to head to live in memory when you are. I am planning to be thorough, so we will need to stop for supplies on the way. That said, I promise we won't remain long. I know we all have much more and more to attend to. For now, farewell. I want to go with you. Probably next patch, right? Shale and Y'shtola are birds of a feather, and then Cogli the restless feather. Yeah. They're gonna become buds. A word before you leave. Our network already spreading word of the railroad. We expect that people will be clamoring to get on the first train back. Yet, the reaction's been the polar opposite. Scant few seem inclined to depart Alexandria anytime soon. Why? What? When we spoke before, you said many to our were eager to reunite with friends and family. Maybe they're concerned about getting through Vanguard? If so, we could take turns accompanying them. In any case, we need to speak to the people ourselves. Let's start Lane 09. I wonder if that's something to do with my prediction involving Sphène at the end of the game, where her crown activated. I don't want them to bring back Sphène. If they do, it's gonna kind of shoot themselves in the foot after the ending, considering the self-sacrifice stuff, but we'll see what happens. They can always twist it in a way that will make sense to me. I think I come across overly negative in this patch expansion because I don't really have high criticisms for Endwalker or Shadowbringers. I do have a couple of criticisms for Endwalker. I don't like how fanservice-y it is. I still kind of don't stand behind Venat as being, you know, the most morally grey and most complicated of individuals to ever grace Final Fantasy XIV. I still think what she does is kind of terrible, but I understand why she did what she did. There may be people gathering in Paxis Park. Let's try there first. Hey guys. They seem happy.
People look uneasy.
Or not happy.
Something happen?
I thought that the Vieira was laughing, but no, I guess they weren't. Boot!
Have you heard? Someone was killed in the Thunder Yards.
Oh no.
The Thunder Yards was one of the hunters slain by a beast.
Oh no, is that like a rebellion happening right now?
It was a hunter, all right. And a veteran at that. But it was no fiend that did him in. Only a random bolt of lightning.
Such a senseless way to die. They say that he expended his last soul cells during Zoraljar's attack on the city.
For an upright, hard-working man to meet such an unceremonious end, it feels wrong.
You mean the person who attacked Talyalal and killed the people there? I can't say I feel too bad, but yeah, I guess.
But we'll be fine, won't we? Even if the system no longer erases our memory of the departed, the regulators continue to function.
Oh god. Yeah, they have to deal with the concept of dying as well. I mean, not dying, because they do all die of old age.
Growing old and passing peacefully with the help of the ushers is only natural.
Well, you may think so, but how are
So they don't want to go outside because of the thunder.
We have no memory of those who have gone.
That's kind of a cool idea. But also sad.
From old age, and we would be blissfully unaware. It could happen to you, or me, to any of us.
Huh. They won't leave the city because of the lightning outside.
Then what are we to do? Spend every waking moment thinking only of how we might die?
Oh. The child too in that scene.
With time, I had hoped that they'd be able to adjust to their new situation. But it's only gotten worse.
They have just realized the concept of death, Wukalamat. Come on.
Look! It's Queen Sphene!
What? What? What the actual fuck? Excuse me? What?
What?
We're just gonna casually bring this up? What?
Help, Queen Sphene! The grown-ups are really upset.
They seem not shocked that she's alive. I guess maybe they don't care. Maybe they think, oh, that she died, but now she's back.
I see that you are as kind-hearted as ever, Nico. Never fear. I'm here to set things right.
Stop playing this music! This is creepy! We need to be playing like the Silent Hill of this music. I love her Alexandria music. No!
I don't understand. Sphene is gone. Forever.
Yeah. Her body is dead. Her Simonak conversion's dead. Did you do something about this? Did you do something here, buddy?
You there, Gussin. You were the Queen's aide, weren't you?
What have you done?
What's the meaning of this?
Did you, like, reactivate the simulacrum?
Begging your pardon, Vow of Resolve. But Her Majesty Queen Sphene is paying visit to her people, as is her wont.
What have you done?
What are you talking about? Sphene is dead. You officiated the funeral yourself.
And you walked away saying, if only I could feel these events and felt bad about them.
We all placed flowers to mourn her passing.
A funeral? For Her Majesty? What a curious jest. You know full well that ceremony was to commemorate those lives lost during the attack of Alexandria.
What?
Her Majesty walks among her people that she might support them in this most trying of times. Surely that is not cause for consternation.
We should have, I know it would have gone against their people, but we should have gone with the regulators. This has now led to issues.
Your Majesty, won't you free us from these terrible memories of the departed? This is no way to live. Not for us, nor our children.
I wish that I could. Truly I do. But with living memories shut down, even I cannot restore the system that once afforded us that
Okay,
comfort.
so you don't have the power to do so.
You needn't fret, however. I have prepared an alternate solution.
Yeah?
All of us shall be made endless. I have created a new system that allows you to transplant your memories directly into
Suplex her right now, Vahana! Run over there and suplex her! We can't have her doing this!
This way, you need never again fear death. You
And what happens when the souls go away?
And for as long as you like. Our stores of ether are, at present, not sufficient to provide this boon to everyone. But some of you received neo-regulators for the funeral ceremony, did you not? And there are still more we have yet to distribute. 5,000 in all.
Who are you?
One day soon,
Playing the Emmett South music.
called to join the Endless. And
Fucking neo-regulators. This is not a good name.
But only 5,000 of us?
You Victral! The real Sphene would never be content to save only some of her people.
Yeah, what are you?
Who are you?
Scared. Scared.
I am Sphene, the Queen of Reason.
Oh, I don't like this. This is a horror game. Ah! Oh! Oh God, Vahana! There's Vahana here! Yes! 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 Finally, we get one. The fish collect her specialty. She likes making knuckle sandwiches.
Let's return to the back room. I need to calm down, and then we'll talk.
It's really creepy. They all stared at us too. Don't like it. Look at me, like terrifyingly. Look at me. Come on, do it. Ah! Ah! I don't like it. Who are you? I don't like who you are. You're not Sphene. Seriously, what was that? I have no idea. Oh, we're not going to find out now because this is the end of the expansion or patch. Oh, the Shadowbringers music. We only caught the proclamators from a distance, but I can tell you that the message about the irregulars was received with utmost clarity. It's terrible. Yeah, Sphene would never want to save only a few of her people. I don't know who this is. It's not Sphene, though. It couldn't have been Sphene. She would have been destroyed when the Meta Terminal shut down. Without a single Alexandrian to bear witness, presented with an identical figure claiming to be their beloved queen, it is no surprise that they would choose to believe she's alive. There's literally nothing to go on right now. What is she? What is troubling, however, is their denial that the funeral was held in her honor, as if their memories have been erased. The regulators they were using has erased them. Which means any memories can be erased with those things on. They're dangerous. Given that the members of Oblivion remain unaffected outside of the work of the regulators. But by whose design? Someone smart enough to play at being both the Queen of Reason in that guise, even if some suspect that deception was with Alexandria or be on her side. We need to find out who she really is. I agree. While I agree wholeheartedly, we should avoid drawing more attention than we already have. Must be patient until Oblivion's work turns up a lead, or until our supplicating queen makes her next move. I like that. Can I go suplex her? Like while she's out in the streets, talking to people? What if we can see her doing stuff? Meanwhile, in living memory. I hope these two are okay. Oh god. Oh god. Okay.
Where am I?
That's Sphene's voice actor. What the fuck's going on right now?
My people, are they safe?
So there's an evil Sphene and a good Sphene.
Why am I?
Do they see us? Shale and Ishtola? In fear of death, the people turn to Queen Reborn, their fates to learn. I've got a couple of theories. Let's start with the first one, shall we? Theory number one. The Sphene that is currently in Solution 9, I think could be a Necron-esque entity. Maybe some entity has grabbed onto Sphene's consciousness and wishes to inflict death. And first, that is what that entity is. Makes sense. It would follow through with Final Fantasy 9 stuff quite nicely. And the Sphene we saw in Living Memory, I'm not sure. Maybe when she died, it created a body for her, like a backup in case she disappeared forever. Put it into another clone, and that's what she is. But what she said doesn't make any sense. The Sphene we know who was dying knew that her people were going to be safe with Ruklimat and us looking after them. The only thing I could think it would be is if it's a Sphene from before she underwent the Endless therapy and became an Endless. Maybe they copied her data, and that is a version of her before any of that went down. But either way, Ah, Tia is here. Hello. If I get a living memory right now, am I going to find Sphene there? That's it though, 2 hours of this. 2 hours of patch content complete. Oh god, this place. Next time, we'll be back for 7.2. It'll be nice to return to this. I have enjoyed this patch. Kind of a small patch review now that we're done. I enjoyed all the Gloja stuff and the whole Resident Evil-esque laboratory dungeon we had. That boss fight at the end kicked ass. The whole like punch in the middle of the arena down, so we only had the outskirts to move around, was really cool. I wouldn't say I wasn't in love with Kona's plotline. I didn't enjoy the whole self-sacrifice angle of the parents both giving their lives to save Doronic and I guess their baby, even though they had no idea if their baby was going to live or not. Like, they definitely could have had one of the parents go with the child. I think the way it was presented was a little bit awkward for me. And then Kona almost dying to save one of the Doronic, which would have led to the vow of reason dying, was a little weird. I don't know. I just think that him as a character, it doesn't really, I can't see him doing something that selfless. Maybe I'm wrong. No Bakul Jar Jar, despite the fact that he appears on the cover picture. Maybe he's involved in the Alliance raid. Maybe that's where he appears. But yeah, we got 2 new Sphenes. Sphene 2 and Sphene 3. I have no idea where we're going to be going with 7.2. I assume we're going to be finding out why there was a fake Sphene and why there were 2 fake Sphenes. Maybe that other one's the real Sphene, I don't know. But chat, that's it for now. I hope you all enjoyed. It was nice to see Vahana again after this time. After doing the Alliance raid, I can uninstall this game and bring it back afterwards so I can do the Alliance raids weekly. But that's it. Ciao for now. Goodbye.